beautiful darlings. My name is Katie of Rose Bloom Readings. Thank you so much for being here with me today, my loves. I have missed you very, very much. And I know that seems silly to say because the way that the readings are set up on the channel, they are like backlogged. So when I film a reading, it's usually like 2 or 3 weeks behind. Sometimes it changes. Sometimes I'll feel the call to like shift a reading around. I'm like, this needs to go out like tomorrow. But usually it's a little bit backlog. So for me to say I miss you seems very silly because to your perspective, I haven't gone anywhere. But to my perspective, I have been away for a few days. I have been down and out. In one of the last readings I filmed, the What You Need to Let Go of Full Moon and Virgo reading, I I called it. I called it, my babies. I was like, I feel a little weird. I don't feel very good. I mean, it's fine now, but we'll see. I was right to be cautious. I got fucking leveled. Like they fucking tore me asunder to build a fucking high rise. I was leveled to the ground, which was fine in its own way because I got to hang out with my daughter and we both got to be sick in our PJs for a few days and do nothing but play Minecraft and Donkey Kong. And I introduced her to the Donkey Kong TV show from like 1999, I want to say, late 90s, which was one of my favorite shows when I was younger. Like, I loved that show. I watched that show religiously. I loved that show. And she wasn't into it, which isn't surprising because I was watching it with her and I was like, wow, wow. This isn't 1080. This is nowhere near 1080. Also, Candy sucks as much as she did in the 90s, and Donkey Kong deserves better. So let's keep my boy in our hopes and prayers that he finds a person who's deserving of him, because she's terrible. And but yeah, it was really fun. She's really into Donkey Kong. She's very good at Donkey Kong. Um, it brought back a lot of memories. It was very nostalgic for me. It was, I remember having the N64 when I was younger, my brothers and I, and we had the special edition, the Donkey Kong 64 edition, which was like bright green, and if memory serves, it was like somewhat see-through, and it had the yellow banana controller. And it was amazing, and we felt so cool, and oh my god, that Donkey Kong, iconic. It's probably why I'm legally blind now, but that's okay. It's fine because the memories were there, the nostalgia. So I had fun, but I missed you guys, and I got to keep busy. Once I was feeling a little bit better, I caught up on private readings, and I'm very, very, very grateful to you all for entrusting me with those. I've had a lot of fun doing them, a lot of fun connecting to you guys one-on-one in that way, and had some very sweet messages from people. But I just missed you guys. I missed you. I missed connecting to you in this way. I missed filming readings. And I'm really happy to be back. And because I'm me, and if you know me, you know that I'm a sucker for love. I am. I love love. I can't say it enough. I love love. I think it's the most magnificent energy in our existence. And I think it has the power to impact all things positively. And I think it is the source of everything. And I love love, and I will never shut up about it, and you can't make me. So, today's reading is a love reading. Today's reading is going to be looking into how you are going to know that you've met your person, and a little bit about that person as further confirmation. I think we're going to get some appearance. We're going to look into some zodiac. We're going to look into some personality traits. We're going to look into some synchronicities that happen when you meet this person to confirm that you've met your person. I got a few new decks in the mail today because I made an impulse purchase. I got an email notification from Hay House that they were having a sale, and the sale ended in like 10 minutes from when I noticed the email, and I was like, yeah, Yeah, so we're using them. This is one of them. This is the spell casting or spellcaster's oracle. I always have the decks I use down below in the description, my darlings. But yes, I'm very excited, my loves. I'm very, 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 very excited. I am excited. I'm so excited. Also, I'm sorry. If I don't know if it'll show up because the lighting fucking sucks right now. It's very romantic though. Like, are we on a date? What's going on? But if my sleeve moves, you might see some discoloration on my wrist. It looks kind of like a bruise. It's not a bruise. It's a source of me being a fucking idiot, and I'm stupid. And I acknowledge that, and that's growth, right? That's part of healing. But I was having a tough time the other day. I was having a real tough go, and I'm still kind of sick, so we're oversharing because that's comfortable to me when I'm sick. At no other point is that comfortable to me. We're oversharing because we're friends and I love you. And I have a essential oil. It's called some fucking thing, some happy word, and blessing. No, bosom. No, what is it called? Buoyancy. No, some fucking B word that's blissful. Might be blissful or one of fucking any, pick one. And it smells really lovely. It's some fucking thing and some fucking other thing and some shit from Australia, and it's wonderful. It's like sunshine, and I needed it because I was feeling low. I was sick and I was grumpy and I was sensitive and I didn't like it. And I was like, you know what I need? I need to slap some fucking essential oils on my body and that'll fix me right up. And it's a very strong smell. There is some sort of lemon something in there. And on the bottle, it was like, absolutely do not apply directly to skin unless you dilute it some fucking math equation. I'm not fucking Albert Einstein. That's not for me to do. If I was good at math, I wouldn't have become a psychic. You know what I'm saying? So oh my God. Okay, it's really late. It's really late. Keep it together. Keep it together. Batten down. Harbor up. And I made the conscious but poor decision to say fuck that noise and just slapped it on. And I went ba ba dab 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 and then a little on the neck. Immediately it went badly. Immediately it went badly. I turned bright fucking yellow up and down my arms and my neck, and it like dripped down like my chest and into my crevasse of my breastages. And I don't think YouTube's gonna like it if I say any sort of anatomically correct word. So we're getting crazy. And it was everywhere, and it looked like I had gotten fucking Gomez Adams. Like, it just looked like I was fucking covered in hickeys. And then I didn't know because I was so sick. I was so sick and out of it, and I looked crazy. I looked ridiculous, and then I had a package come to the door, and I was like, I love people. Let's go. Only when I'm sick am I an extrovert because I'm so unhinged and unwell. And so threw open the door and I was like, "Hi, my guy, how are you?" And he was so stunned and probably frightened, and I probably looked like a swamp witch, and that's okay. It's okay because it has to be. It has to be. I have no other choice. And I took the package from this kind man, and I went to the living room and I sat down, and my daughter said, "Mommy, what is all over you?" And I'm like, "What? Probably sweat. I don't know. Disease, maybe?" And so anyway, it's getting better. It's getting better. It's almost all gone, but if my sleeve pulls up and you see like this fucking looks like a bit okay. Anyway, hello my darlings. Hi my babies. Yes. So today's reading, back to it, my loves, focus, hunker down, is going to be looking into how you're going to know you've met your person, signs you're going to receive, experiences you're going to have prior to or at the same time. We're going to look into a little bit about your person as farther confirmation, zodiac, a little bit of probably appearance, a bit of personality, a bit of circumstance going on with you at that time. Maybe we'll get some timing. It's going to be very exciting. I'm very excited. I'm ready. I'm feeling the love in the air, and that's all I ever want to feel. Look at my adorable candle. It says, love you to the moon and back. And that's so sweet. It was given to me by a very, very special person who is a darling. And I don't know if she's going to see this. And I don't know if she's going to see that I'm using the candle. I hope she does. I'm sure I will hear about it if she does. She's a darling Gemini, and my phone will blow up. But that's lovely, and I love her, and I'm grateful, and this candle's adorable, and it smells fucking tops. Anyway, my loves, I missed you. Enough chatting. Let's get to chatting. We have 4 piles today, my darlings. Same as every day. One day it might be different. Today it is not. We have pile number 1, travel. Pile number 2, family. Pile number 3, strength. And pile number 4 is reconciliation. If you need more clarity, if you're feeling a bit unsure, a bit foggy, you can take a long breath. What the fuck was that noise? You can take a long breath in through your... Oh my God. Through your nose. Hold it for 4 seconds, let it out slowly through your mouth, my darlings, just to give you a little bit of reset, give you a little bit of clarity. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, my darlings, it is most likely because there are messages that are meant for you in each of those piles. Take the messages that resonate with you, leave behind what doesn't for those who are meant to receive it. Take all the time you need, my loves. When you are ready, I also will be ready because we're in this together. Hold my hand. We're doing this. Let's go. Pause the video if you feel the need to, my darlings. No rush. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere. Hopefully you're not going anywhere. Maybe you are going somewhere and that's why you can't pick right now. When you come back, I will still be here for you, my baby. Timestamps are in the description box below, my darlings. Again, whenever you're ready, we will get started, my loves. Hello, 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 my darlings. I've got to focus. I've got to hunker down. I talked about Donkey Kong 64 at the beginning of the reading, and now that's all I can think about, and I missed that game so bad. At least like 4 times a week, I have the thought of tracking it down somehow. I don't have the system anymore because I'm silly, and buying it for one of those like refurbishing game company shit things. And playing it. I just miss it so much. I miss it so much. I love that game so much. Oh, Donkey Kong. Special place in my heart. Anyway, my darlings, this is your reading, your beautiful card, Travel. Let's look into how you are going to know that you have met your person. So we have the 3 of Arrows, the 3 of Swords, and we have the Princess of Wands, the Page of Wands. Okay, interesting, 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 interesting. You're in a very transformative phase right now, my darlings. And I say that because it's happening. And it feels like you're actually very close to being done that. This phase of the moon, which I should know because I do this for a living. I don't know. I want to say... No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to commit to that. I'm going to say it's only a little bit left because it's almost a fully new moon. So it feels like the full moon, when it's all bright and all beautiful and amazing, is when we release. That's the best time for banishing, for cleansing, for releasing. And then the moon turns. And then we get the new moon, and the new moon is all about new beginnings and fresh starts and welcoming and manifesting. So it feels like we're almost completely done with letting go and releasing and banishing and moving past, and we are headed for a new phase of beginning. And that's what this feels like as well, my darlings, with the 3 of Swords and the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, I mean, she's ready for anything. Like, try her. She's going places. She's busy. She doesn't have time. You can try her all you want. She doesn't have time for you. She is not returning your phone calls. She's got places to go. She's got things to do. You are on the sidelines. She's busy. And that is the energy you are in right now, my darlings. And it feels like you are moving past this this. You're moving past the Three of Swords energy. And that feels like what we had to release with the full moon, the proverbial full moon, if you will, my beloveds. And we had to let go of fear and anxiety and loss, and it feels like, as opposed to that being literal, it feels more like the fear of loss, the fear of heartbreak, the fear of all of that scary, intimidating shit that, if we thought about it too much, would probably scare almost everyone out of getting into any kind of close dynamic or personal relationship, platonic, romantic, or etc., so on, what have you. And it feels like that's something that you've had to work through. And it has been uncomfortable, my darlings. I feel very strongly that it hasn't been easy for you, my loves, and that kind of thing never is. But it's really important. It's really important because you don't want to bring fears and anxieties from past circumstances, or from, even if you haven't been in a relationship before, from your own fears, or perhaps what you've seen other people go through. Perhaps you've seen family members, your parents, your friends, your loved ones go through, and it's instilled fears and anxieties into you. And so it feels like right before you connect with your person, you're going to have a lot of emotions come up. And some of those emotions are going to be quite uncomfortable, my darlings. And it's going to be difficult to sit with you. It's going to be difficult to find rest, or you could be resting way too much and find difficulty gaining motivation to do otherwise. And it's going to come up in a way that you can't ignore it or avoid it. And that is to say that if you try to ignore it or avoid it, it's just going to keep coming up, my loves, until it's dealt with, until it's acknowledged, and until you look that fear in the face, you say, fuck off, leave me alone. But also you say, I recognize that these fears aren't intuitive insights into this connection, because you do have a sense of intuition about you, my darlings, and it does feel as though that's going to be very jarring. Is, you know, am I experiencing these feelings? Am I feeling these feelings because something is trying to tell me that this is what I'm meant to prepare for? And we have serendipity, we have the fates, and we have exchanging gifts. So these are the happiest, fucking cheeriest, loveliest cards possible, my loves. And there is no way on this green earth that what you are calling in, the person you are calling in, the connection you are calling in, could be remotely negative or harmful to you in any way, which is why, my sweet babies, we're releasing all that anxiety. And instead, we're making room for what is good. Because you need to connect with yourself enough to realize that you are not welcoming something like that into your life, my darlings. You are not welcoming somebody who does not value or respect you. You are not welcoming somebody who doesn't take your emotions to heart, who doesn't put thought into you and your connection, my loves. You are not connecting to somebody who's going to waste your fucking time, my babies. That's not what you're doing. Instead, you're connecting this. You're connecting happiness, and you're connecting a fated connection that is very much meant for you, that is being guided to you regardless of which way you may turn or veer or go. There is nothing that would stop you two from connecting, and it's very, very, very beautiful, my darlings. I feel like you could meet in relation to somebody's birthday, an anniversary, a wedding, or some kind of celebration where there are gifts exchanged. It could even be like a charity event or a work event where there's like a raffle table kind of a thing. It's like a table of gifts, and it's like, oh, number fucking what the fuck ever, get your gift, yay, and everybody goes to get the gift, and it's nice, it's fun, it's party time, right? It's great, and we're having so much fun. I'm also hearing Leo season, so that would be July and August. Could be important for this connection as well, my darlings. 27 also feels like an age for some of you. Could be your age, could be this person's age. Take it as it resonates, my darlings. 17 and 18, certainly the fuck not. But those could be dates, important dates for when you meet this person. Or your birthdays could be, someone could have a birthday on the 17th, somebody else could have a birthday on the 18th. Very cute. Even in the same month, perhaps. We'll look into that a little bit more. But yes, so you're going to have to move past these emotions, my darlings, because these emotions are coming up because it's calling on you to be aware enough to say, no, these things that I'm experiencing out of a place of fear are not going to be my reality, because I know myself and I know that I would not accept this. I would not accept somebody who doesn't respect me. I would not accept somebody who doesn't value me. I would not accept somebody who isn't putting the same care, love, and attention into our connection as I am. And you're not, my baby, so that is not what you are welcoming. But you need to get rid of those anxieties because they do exist in you. Even if they're quiet, even if they're squished down real far, down, 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 down deep, where you don't get to see them or acknowledge them, they have to come up. They demand to be felt in order to be let go of, my darlings. And then you get your new beginning there, my loves. Okay. I have literally never been more thirsty than I am in this moment. Where is my drink? What do we feel like pulling next? Great question. We'll say this. This feels good to me. Ba, 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 ba. You could have a cat, or this person could have a cat, and it feels It feels like hee hee ho ho. It feels like if you have a cat, right before you connect with this person, your cat's gonna become like whatever their normal behavior is, they're going to be the complete opposite of it. So if you have more of like an aloof cat who kind of just lets you do your thing and exist in your space however you may do that, babies, come on now. Babies, come on now. Then they are going to start acting really attached to you. And if you have a cat who's normally very attached, very cuddly, they're going to start, kind of being a bit more chill, being a bit more, secluded. And it's nothing to worry about. It's just very tapped in energy. It doesn't have to be a cat as well. It could be a dog. I feel just like cat or dog though. Or, well, no. I don't know. Are there other like maybe a guinea pig? Some of you could have a guinea pig. Like very like social and like reactive animals, very connected to you, my darlings. We have 29 and 28, which could also be ages as well. Again, certainly fucking not 10, but we have the world, we have victory, and we have storm warning. So storm warning again just talks about, excuse the heck out of me, darling. Just talks about this intensity coming through, these emotions passing through, taking away anything that's not strong enough to stand, taking away anything that no longer is serving a purpose, and leaving behind only what is strong and stable so that you can build your foundation of your steady and solid relationship with this person, my darlings. And victory, confirmation that this is going to be fucking amazing. I also feel like you're going to experience a lot of heart chakra opening, my darlings. And I feel like the heart chakra opening is going to be a little bit more preemptive than the, kind of Three of Swords energy that comes up. So that's going to be like kind of like a warmth blooming in your chest or in the middle of your back. You're going to feel very easily moved by things as well, like especially for those of you who aren't easily moved to tears. When the heart chakra is opening, my loves, not a fucking thing on this world that can't make you burst into tears at 3 seconds notice flat, my darlings. And I know that from personal experience. So just feel it. Just feel it. The heart, the heart chakra as well is a very imperative chakra to have in terms of intuition. And it does feel as though there is an element of intuition needed for you to connect to each other. So it doesn't feel like it's by accident that you're connecting to your person and your heart chakra demands to be open, my darlings. One, this is a heart center connection, but two, to ignite that aspect of your intuition, my loves. Okay, hang on now. I want to pull Fruit Loops. I want to vote. Some of you could like Fruit Loops. I never say Fruit Loops. I don't like Fruit Loops at all. I'm sorry if that's like your favorite cereal and I'm just fucking curb stomping it. It's not for me. But I said it, so probably something, right? We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. I would fucking hope so. This is your person, my babies. We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Oh, my babies. And wedding, this situation involves marriage. Okay, my babies. So, I mean, here we fucking go. This really feels like the connection, though. It really feels very sweet and very supportive and very warm, and you learn a lot from each other as well, my darlings. It feels like in terms of career, you could not be more different. You could not be doing more different things, but that's really exciting for you both because it feels like you both are always excited to learn about the world, and you're always excited to learn about different things and people's experiences, and you know, especially when it comes to work, it's like, well, why did you choose to do that? Like, tell me about, not in like a judgmental way, but like, tell me about what made you want to do this for a living for the rest of your fucking adult life. Why did you want to do this? It feels like one of you is more creative and one of you is more, what's the word? Like academic kind of a thing. Like, but like more scientifically specific in academically. That's not how those words were supposed to come out. Whoa now. More scientifically inclined. Sends tweet. Right? So and the other is more creative. So it's really, really cool because it's two very, very, I mean, there's aspects of similarity to both of those, you know, kind of passions, but extremely different in more ways than not. So it's really cool because you learn a lot from each other, and you know, learn to express each other in different ways from the other, and you learn to enjoy different things from the other and notice different things. It's a very, very, very complementary relationship. It's really very sweet. And your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. It really feels like in the last 6 months to a year, my darlings, you have been investing a lot of attention and energy into your spiritual connection. So you're learning more about spirituality. You could have bought your own deck of tarot or oracle cards. You could have bought a pendulum. You could be doing yoga. You could be doing meditation. You could be doing kundalini. You could be doing all this Reiki, I'm hearing as well. And it also feels like some of you could meet this person while traveling somewhere, maybe for like a spiritual convention or a retreat. It doesn't feel as though this person's at that convention or retreat, but they are at the place that you visit. Maybe it's staying in the same hotel room. Maybe they're from the town that you're visiting. And you could meet them that way as well. It definitely feels very serendipitous. Like even for the party settings, it's like there's no pre-existing known link between the two of you. It just kind of happens. And it feels like this could be confirmation that you meet at a wedding, but it also feels like this is confirmation as well that this is like your life partner. This is your person. Even if marriage is not important to you, if you're neither here nor there about it, this is the person who is by your side for the rest of the entirety of your life, my darlings. And it's a very quick and a very effortless and a very natural commitment to each other. It's one of those cute commitments where it just kind of happens. You just, you know, click. And so you start spending more and more time together, and eventually you realize you're inseparable and you never want to be apart, and it's like, well, okay, I guess we're together forever now. It's very lovely. I am seeing for hair, I am seeing either very dark brown hair. I am seeing more auburnish, like not fully ginger hair, but like auburny brownish, kind of reddish brownish hair, as well as like Stevie Nicks-esque blonde. You know what I'm talking about? And For masculine energies or those that can grow facial hair, I am seeing quite full facial hair. Not very long, but like long enough that they can kind of, they can scratch it, you know? They can scratch it and their fingers kind of like go into the facial hair. Or they're very, very clean shaven and can't fucking stand having facial hair on their faces. Very nice jawlines as well. Very, very, very nice jawlines. These people look like the types of people that would have portraits painted of them at some point. Like they're very, very, very gorgeous people. Um, Incredibly flawless skin as well. Very, very smooth skin. I do feel as though they're easy to blush. They get very flustered very easily. It's very cute. They have very nice lips as well. Very, very nice lips. And they're kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? It's, hmm. They smile with their eyes before they smile with their mouth, kind of a thing. So some people might think they're more like aloof or kind of cold, but as you get to know them, you notice the kind of like little hints and quirks that give away how they really feel, because how they express feeling is more unconventional, whereas I feel you're a very expressive person, especially physically. Also with words, you're a very, very emotive, very expressive person, and this person is more subdued in their expression, or at least it comes about in a very different way, my darlings. Okay, my loves, let's pull whatever this is called, the Lightseers Tarot. Ha ha ha. I will warn you, I was shuffling this in a hot panic the other night, so like half of the deck is backwards. So if you see like cards backwards and you're like, no, pull that one, it's backwards, they'll fly out as they're meant to, my darlings. Otherwise it's just me being silly. Oh, that's very beautiful. Yeah, that's the energy of the relationship. The Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, come on now, my babies, and the Chariot. Okay, 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 gorgeous. This is very nice. Okay, so with this, we're about to pull the astrology deck, but with this, I feel like I'm being drawn to the signs that represent the cards as well as the energy of the cards. So with the Ace of Pentacles, it's giving me Earth, it's giving me Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. The Emperor is giving me Aries, and the Chariot is giving me Cancer. So, but it also feels like the Chariot here, one, this person's well on their way to you, my babies. Well on their way. And again, we can see that with the moon here. Like, it's very, 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 very close, my darlings. You are very close to meeting. I would say within 1 to 3 years. And some of you are going to be like, what the fuck? You just said they were close. That's close, my darlings. We don't need to rush here. We have nothing but time, my babies. Nothing but time. Things take time. You don't want to rush this. This is your forever person, my darlings. This is the person you're going to be with your entire life. Why do we need to rush that? Why do they need to come into your lives tomorrow so you can be with them forever? If you're not yet at a state of complete readiness for them, or perhaps they're not at a state of complete readiness for you, my loves, you wouldn't want to rush that. You know, you wouldn't want to take the turkey out of the oven before it's done, my babies, because that's how you get salmonella and then you ruin everybody's Christmas, right? That's not what we're doing here. We want a good Christmas dinner. We want to remember it. We want to be full and happy and content and a little bit gassy, but in a good way, right? That's all. That's all we want, my babies. But they are making their way to you, my darlings. It feels as though they are very, very, very ready. They have done very much similar to what you've done, my darlings, where they have had to get rid of perceptions of romance that stemmed from negativity. And I feel as though theirs was to do with past dynamics, past connections that they've had. Perhaps they've had to deal with infidelity or just, you know, toxic situations that were not good for them, and releasing that kind of fear of repeating those cycles, and instead being ready for what is different and what they're worthy of and what they're deserving of. And that would be you, my darlings, and that's very lovely. It also feels like they're really focused on work right now. They're doing really well with work. They're really making their way. Some of them could be getting into teaching positions for what they have a degree for. So I'm seeing like professors, but also Some of them could be heading like research departments. Some of them could be starting their own businesses in their field. It feels there's definitely an element of science here. I'm seeing all different kinds of science careers. But it also feels like with the chariot here, with the black and white horse, that really speaks to just how complementary your dynamic is and how well it fits. Very yin and yang energy, and that has nothing to do with gender or anything, my darling. That's purely energetic. That's very, very complementary energy. That's you know, sun and moon energy. That's masculine, feminine energy, of which we all have. It's just very balanced. It's very much a sense of completion with one another, and that's very lovely. And I don't mean that to say you need each other to complete one another. That is not what I'm saying. I am saying that you two bring so much to the table that your relationship has an essence of completion. And that's very beautiful, my darlings. And it really, 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 really grows into something beautiful because you both have the same intention of caring for this dynamic and nurturing this dynamic and giving this dynamic the love and affection and attention that it deserves. Very, very, very parental energy for this connection, and that's really lovely because it's like recognizing when something is not right, recognizing when something needs to be worked on or communicated, working to rectify that or fix it or improve it. It's just very, very, very healthy and very lovely. And it feels like this relationship, this is really interesting because these are kind of opposing energies. The Ace of Pentacles is really like, okay, we're letting this grow. We're staying grounded. We have nothing but time, nothing but patience. And then the Chariot is like, let's fucking go. Let's do this. Cancer energy. A Cancer will be engaged within 5 minutes of meeting somebody. I'm just joking, my Cancer babies. I love you so much. But like Cancers they do move quickly. They want to see results very quickly, which is common for water signs as well. And so you have these kind of two opposing energies, but they both feel really much, really, really much, good golly gosh, really very much like the energy of this relationship. And it feels like, okay, I got it. It feels like, yes, this is once you're connected, things move effortlessly very quickly. Neither of you are in a rush once you meet each other because you've released the need for a rush. You've released the need for consistent and constant validation in a romantic connection because you're getting the validation you need in a very natural, very authentic, non-needy way from each other. And that's very beautiful, my darlings. So things move very smoothly, very quickly. And it's so smooth and so healthy that I feel like neither of you really realize how quickly it's moving until you kind of sit back and look at it and be like, oh my God, we're ready to spend our lives together. That's wild. We're ready to move in together. We're ready to buy a dog together. We're ready to get stocks together. I almost said stonks because that's pinnacle comedy, but and it feels like the Ace of Pentacles energy is kind of the energy you're in right now. You both want this really, really, really fantastic, healthy, good, lifelong connection, and so you're going to be in a state of readiness to prepare for that, to let that settle and to take care of that and to nurture that, but then also to take care of your relationship in the way the Ace of Pentacles demands, my darling. It's very, very lovely. Okay, my loves, let's pull. This is a new deck. This is I believe it's called the Astro cards. Don't quote me on that ever. But I love it. I've used this deck a few times today, even just in like casual like conversations with people. I've been like, hold on, let me pull out my cards. And they're first of all, fucking stunning. Second of all, they shuffle like a dream. And third of all, they're really lovely. They're very kind and very, very, very accurate. And I'm very impressed with them. That's not what I'm holding. I just did a whole spiel and that's not what I'm fucking holding. Wow. Wow. You know what? You know what? You know what? I was getting a lot of signs from Spirit that I was meant to take like one more day to rest, but I missed you guys a lot, and I love working, and I have a very hard time not working when I'm not working. I find that incredibly difficult, so I ignored them, and here I am Anyway, nothing's by accident, so let's see what we get here. This isn't the Astro something something deck though, but this is another new deck, the Spellcasting Oracle or Spellcaster's Oracle. It's very gorgeous as well, and it shuffles very nicely. And then after this, I will pull the the aforementioned deck. Okay, thank you, my babies. Well-being. Okay. You sly boots. You want to come out as well, my loves. Okay, this is gorgeous. Yes, yes, yes. So, we have the butterflies for transformation. I feel like blue and red and pink and white butterflies are going to be very strong symbols for you, my darlings, when this person is close. And then we have the full moon here. The full moon and then passion. This is a very gorgeous relationship. This is a relationship with a lot of chemistry, a lot of very strong magnetic pull towards one another. And then the full moon, yeah, you guys, you're close, my babies. You're close to connecting. It's really very lovely. Okay, now that I made myself look like a total fucking asshole, let's pull these. This is the deck I was talking about earlier. How gosh darn embarrassing. Feels like somebody's got a lot to say because everything just got real quiet until I started talking. But that's just how it goes now, isn't it, babies? I feel like, oh, no, okay. They said, nope, just joking. Just wanted to make sure you're paying. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, lilies and I want to say cherry blossoms, but I don't feel like these are cherry blossoms. I'm hearing gardenia. Is that right? But we have passion again, my babies. Passion and passion. 5th house, which is my nose being itchy, but is also Leo, which is very passionate and very fiery. Okay, so this person could also be a Leo. You could be a Leo, my darlings. There could be fire. But Leo season. I said at the beginning, Leo season feels like when you're going to meet, and I feel like this is confirmation. It also feels like, my loves, you are going to be, who am I taking? You know, you? No, you? Oh, I know who I want. Thank you, baby. I always know what I want. And we have Aries confirming as well, the Emperor energy. And then we have Cancer as well. Okay. Really beautiful confirmations. Yeah, you guys are really, 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 really doing well at tapping into your intuition. Also, this is a very, very, very intuitive connection, my sweet, beautiful darlings. So we have Leo season being very important for this connection. If you are the creatives in this connection, my darlings, then it feels like you're going to get a really big spurt, very naturally, mind you, of inspiration from nature. Flowers specifically, things that are very natural, and it feels like it's going to be a big shift from, especially for those of you who are like artists, if you're painters or sculptors or whatever kind of artist, it feels like there's a lot of focus on people or animals, and that's going to shift to more like flowers and trees or landscapes. And then Saturn is structure, which really speaks to the patience that you're being called to have right now, my darlings. And I know that's frustrating. I know that's not fun, especially when you're being forced to be patient at a time with a lot of transformation. The bottom of the deck energy was Scorpio, which is all about transformation and rebirth. And it feels like, yeah, that's hard, babies. It's hard. It is hard. But it's going to be worth it. I promise. Saturn demands patience because what Saturn brings to us is always worth it. It is always worth that time and patience and effort and faith that Saturn, that crotchety old man, will bring us what we are meant to have. And you will get that, my darlings. You will get this very, very, very intensely passionate connection. To have Aries and Cancer as the energy of a connection along with Leo is gorgeous, my loves, because Cancer is home and family and commitment and love and everything beautiful. We have the full moon as well here, my darlings, which is Cancer is represented by the moon, but further confirmation that you guys are really, really close to meeting. You could also meet on a full moon, or have intimacy for the first time on a full moon. And it feels like intimacy happens very, very, very quickly once you two connect with the Aries energy here, that Mars energy, my babies. That is motion, that is movement, that is whatever the fuck I'm doing with my hand, right? And, and but it feels very natural. Everything about this connection feels very natural in a very beautiful and exciting way, my loves. Okay, I want to pull the intimacy oracle, but I want to make room because we're getting a little bit stuffy over here, my babies. Let's make some room, please. Okay. Thank you, my loves. Okay, let's just get a little bit more energy about this connection, maybe this person. Boop. It feels like, okay, yeah. So we have building, growth, underestimated, you'll understand with distance, drama, obsessed. You guys could be Scorpios as well. Communication. And don't push button. Foolish, naive, trickster. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, it's a lot of confirmation to not rush, my babies, to not rush and to, you know, this is all very fleeting. The phase that you're in now, not the connection. The connection is incredibly strong and sturdy and stable. You could see rainbows as well when you're even on the way to like where you're going to meet this person. But the phase you're in now is fleeting and it feels like forever because you're in it, my loves. You're in it and you don't have an end goal in sight. You don't have a finish line in sight currently. However, I can promise you that what you are going through right now is not forever, my darlings. It is not even really long lasting. It is going to be fleeting. It is going to be but a memory eventually. You're going to look back on it and only feel gratitude for the fact that you went through it, because the fact that you went through it allowed you to enter this relationship with a clear mind and a clear heart. And that is what this connection is deserving of, my darlings. So don't rush. Don't be preemptive. Because it feels like, yeah, you're letting go of some patterns before, perhaps a bit of codependency, perhaps a bit of, you know, rather intense jealousy. And instead, you know, you're going somewhere stable and certain and not overwhelmed or overshrouded with emotion. Being able to see things from a very grounded point of view. And that's really important, my darlings. Feels like money comes very easily in this connection as well. You guys get a very nice house together, or you start a very good business together. Perhaps even both. Why not aim for all, right, my babies? But yeah, money is very easily gravitated towards this connection. It does feel as though there's a bit of distance between you. I don't feel anything huge. For a lot of you, I'm not even feeling like it's different countries. But there is an element of, I'm seeing like a highway or a transit way or whatever the fuck you call it where you're from. And having to drive like a few hours on that to get to each other. So a lot of phone conversation at the beginning, which is very nice because it feels like you get to know each other in a really intimate way on the phone, and that's really nice, because on the phone, despite the fact that when you first meet, I feel like the first time you meet, you have physical intimacy with this person either that night or a night or two after, when, like, you know, it's like, okay, this is my last night and then I have to go back home kind of a thing. It's very cute, very rom-com-y, and it's lovely and darling, but then you get to connect in a more communicative way, as opposed to physical over the phone, and getting to learn a lot about each other that way, which is really, 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 really sweet. Excuse my dog for how loud she's snoring. Something about the love readings just lull her into the deepest of little puppy sleeps. which I think is really cute. Oh my fucking goodness. I'm not taking all those. Thank you. This person calls you adorable a lot. And it gets you, babies. It gets you right in the heart chakra. Fuck, please. Okay. Well, no. No. I say no. Thank you. See? Cooperation. And butts. That's all I ever want is cooperation and butts. And back. And my root chakra. So very stable, very grounded. Anything that you two could possibly need in this connection, you get from yourselves, from one another, and from this relationship. And that, I feel, is the essence of the completion energy that we're getting here, my darlings. One of you loves to grab the other person's booty. Loves it. Like anytime, anywhere. Walking by them in the kitchen, walking by them when you're brushing your teeth, going to the grocery store, whatever the fuck you're doing, you know, opening the door for somebody to get into the car, and then and that's lovely. That is lovely. You also really like this person's back. They have a very nice back, very strong back. I feel like the first time you see their back really surprises you, because there's just something very unique. They could have also a large tattoo on their back, or some really cute like moles on their back, or like freckles even. They have a very lovely back. You really love their back. You give a lot of attention to their back. I'm not going into that because this is an 18+ reading, but is there anything else? Anything else? Okay, I want to pull one of these before we go, my babies. Are we pulling letters today? They're like, nah. Okay. We have I Am Desired and Spirit Guide and Animal Guide. Okay, yeah, definitely. So your animals do have a very strong inclination towards this connection. Your animals also really like each other. Yeah, but I meant like their animal likes you and your animal really likes them. And I Am Desired, yeah, there's so much passion in this connection. There is not a shadow of a doubt of how much you both want each other. And that is very comforting because it's not something you have to fight for or convince yourself of or have them prove to you over and over and over again, because it's very obvious and it's very natural and it's very fucking lovely. Is there anything else? Oh, they gave me a shiver and they tell me no. My sweet, beautiful darling, group number 1. That is so fucking exciting. I am so happy for you. You guys deserve the world. Be gentle with yourselves in this time, my darlings. It's never easy to have all of these emotions brought up and to go through these kinds of shadow phases where we have to confront, you know, deep, intense things. So be gentle with yourselves. Rest as you see fit, my darlings. Have nice baths. Eat nice things. Get cozy. Get support from your family, from your friends, from anywhere, counselors, anything that you need at this time that you feel called to, that is contributing to you being gentle and caring towards yourselves, my darlings. Seek that out, because it's not an easy thing to go through, but it is necessary, and it is going to be something you are incredibly grateful to have gone through once you're on the other side of it, my darlings. And then wha-bam! There's your fantastic person. I hope that you enjoyed that, my loves. If you did, please feel free to let me know. I would love to hear from you. Love to talk to you down in the comments. We have so much fun. If my energy resonated, the reading resonated, please feel free to subscribe. All of my links for Patreon with extended readings and exclusive readings and so on and what have you, my Instagram and my Etsy, as well as my email for more information on private readings, are down in the description box below. Thank you so much for being here with me, my darlings. I'm very excited for you, and I love you very much. Bye. Hello, my beautiful darlings. If you picked this gorgeous card, family, the energy off the bat from this reading, my loves, is the coziest fucking thing I have felt in a very long time. It is so... it's so domestic and comfortable and supportive and warm. My heart chakra is going nuts. You guys might feel a warmth in your chest right now, as well as a warmth on your right ear. Like somebody is kind of like lightly breathing on it. Or you could have just noticed that your heart is beating a little bit faster than normal. Just like the kind of beating when like you see the person you're in love with, or you see somebody that you know is your person. And I feel as though those are synchronicities as well, my darlings, for how you're going to know you've met your person is heart chakra warmth. You're going to get some tingles or some warmth on your right ear specifically. It feels like they're talking into your right ear. And a little, you're gonna get really excited, I will say, my loves. And it feels like you actually have a very regularly, you have a very healthy, very steady heartbeat. And why did I say that like Sean Connery? Very steady heartbeat. But it feels like oh fuck. No. No, no, no. Nope, we're not. Nope, just a hard no. But you're gonna feel yourself get noticeably excited. Kind of like just fucking adore this person. Like right off the bat too. It's very, very deeply intuitive, I will say, with this full moon energy, my darlings. This is very, very deeply intuitive. It also feels like this is the person that you've been dreaming of. This is the person who, when you picture your life, and I feel like you do a lot, my darlings, it feels like you guys, I want to say live in your heads a lot, but that doesn't seem accurate because it's not staying in your heads. What you visualize and what you fantasize about is how you manifest, my loves. And you are very, very, very talented manifestors, my darlings. You have the fucking Midas touch, my babies. Whatever you touch, whatever you envision turns to gold or comes to reality. And it feels like what you think about when you fantasize, what you dream about, that person is coming to you, my babies. That's the person you're calling in. And it's beautiful. It is so fucking beautiful. Beautiful. It feels like you guys put a lot of thought and a lot of attention into your relationship as well as your family. And it feels like those two things are very important for you, my darlings. But also synonymous. Your partner is not just a partner to you, they are your family. And it's beautiful. I'm getting so many crown chakra tingles, my baby. So scalp prickles along the top of the head, as well as the nape of the neck, like down the back of the skull. And oh, I'm rolling away. And the nape of the neck. My chair just fucked up. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords, and we have Awakening. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is very nice. I think 19 is the sun, which is really gorgeous because it does feel as though you both have the dynamic of the sun and the moon. It feels as though you're the sun, my darlings. You're very in your masculine energy. And again, that's not gender, that's energetic, my babies. You are able to, you're really in your power right now. You're really focused on work. You're doing really well with work. You're bringing in a lot of money, a lot of security. Your home life is absolutely fantastic. You have a very stable place in which you live. You're putting a lot of care and attention into where you live, taking care of yourself as well as your home, putting care and attention into yourselves, my darlings. You're being more aware of what you put into your bodies and the effect that it has on your bodies, as well as moving your bodies more, focusing on your physical health more, and giving a lot of attention to yourself as well as your direct environment, especially work. You're providing a lot for the people that you love as well, my darlings, especially your families, your parents in particular. You're able to provide a lot for them as well, my loves, and you're doing a really fantastic job. And this person that you're connecting to, my darlings, feels like they're in their moon or feminine energy. And it feels like they're very strongly intuitive. I would be very surprised, very, very surprised based on the ringing in my ears if they weren't full-fledged psychics, if they didn't do it for a living. They are so fucking tapped in. It's literally like as soon as we flip the cards, they stepped forward to be like, hi, it's me. Let's talk about this dynamic. And it's really, 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 really sweet. I feel like right, like within a month, before you connect with this person, you're going to have a really hard time sleeping, my loves. And it feels like your sleep schedule is kind of fucked up as it is, but you do, despite how the times you sleep aren't regulatory, we'll say, it feels like you normally get like a good amount of hours of sleep, but about a month before you meet this person, you're going to be waking up a lot in the night. You're going to feel, even if you're tired, even if you stay up 24 fucking hours and you should be exhausted, you're going to feel exhausted, but you're not going to be able to feel like you can sleep. You're going to feel kind of restless. It's almost like you feel like there's something to get done. And you're like, okay, no, I can't sleep because I need to be doing this. And you're going to be working a lot. You're going to put a lot of attention into your work because that's the easiest place to put this restless energy, as well as something else. Because when you're restless, sometimes a certain personal activity would make you feel more relaxed and perhaps able to fall asleep easier. But it feels like that's something you do pretty religiously anyway, my loves. That doesn't seem like the proper word, pretty regularly. But it feels like even that won't like settle you down. Also, it feels like you won't be able to complete. You won't be able to complete as easily as you normally can about a month before you meet this person, and it feels like that's for good reason, because it feels like you two are so tapped in together that it's kind of like a matter of like, well, no, of course you can't finish, baby, I'm not here, right? Okay, all right. Oh, ooh, okay, okay. Oh, I'm stuck. My chair is stuck. I rolled away and now I'm stuck. Okay, let's pull. I want to pull this. But yeah, so you're going to feel quite restless. A lot of high emotions as well, my darlings. A lot of pretty intense emotions. You're going to feel, and that doesn't mean necessarily negative. It feels like you are a rather emotional person as it stands, my darlings, especially with your sun energy. The things you feel demand to be felt. You like to acknowledge them, you like to talk through them, you like to confront emotion full force. And this person feels more subdued in their emotions. And I feel as though that comes from them being very introverted and you being extremely extroverted. You love people, you find comfort in people, you find comfort in communication. And this person feels more almost, I want to say lone wolf, but that doesn't seem completely accurate. It definitely feels as though they have like a wolf-like energy to them, though, in the sense that they're people, their pack, their family, your family you'll have together are very important. They would do anything for them, zero hesitation. But it's a small circle. And that's as far as it goes. And the people that they love unconditionally, they love fearlessly, and they love unstoppably. But it doesn't spread as wide as your affection does, as your social ability does. And that's something I feel is very attractive to you. It's very attractive to you, the fact that, you know, you have that difference from them. But yeah, go easy on yourselves, my darlings, before you meet them, because, you know, emotions are going to be running high. You're going to be tired. You might be a little bit cranky. You might, you know, kind of feel a little bit, I feel like you actually might end up kind of not isolating yourself, but spending more time at home than you usually do, because you're tired. You're not sleeping regularly. And sorry for how loud my wrist is cracking. That was bananas. But for, certainly been busy now, haven't you, my babies? My bones are turning to dust. And that's different because you love to get out. You love to get out of the house. You love to experience people. You love to be in settings where there's people to talk to socialize. So it's very interesting that you're kind of slipping into the energy of what is most comfortable for this person. And it feels like that's just the strength of your connection and the intuitive nature of your connection, is that you subconsciously kind of connect to their energy. I mean, it feels like you actually both are going to experience the same kind of mismatched sleep patterns, which is interesting because it feels as though you both are from different places. There is a time difference between you, not anything huge, maybe 5-6 hours, give or take. But it's interesting because it feels like this person, say you're, 5 hours ahead. So you wake up at 10 a.m. This person's going to jolt awake at 5 a.m. Doesn't matter if they went to bed at 2 a.m. the night before, they're going to be awake at 5. Like, they're ready for the day. They're ready to go. And you two are going to be so fucking tapped into each other. This is a really fucking incredible connection. This is really, really, really cool to look into, my babies. I feel like you're going to, I feel like you already have, but I feel like you're going to be dreaming about this person as well, within about 3 months of meeting them. We have co-create, so definite family energy, chaos and conflict, as well as mending. Okay, so 4s, 44, 444, 333, and 333 are numbers for you, my darlings. I feel like you're going to see popping up, times especially, within 2 weeks of meeting this person, 2 to 4 weeks of meeting this person. There's definite family energy here, but it also feels like you're both incredibly talented people. Very talented, very successful, very self-made, I will say. You both have completely come from the ground up in terms of what you do for a living. And it's not a matter of, I had this connection or I had this person help me along the way. No, what you both have done is completely of your own talent, skill, and dedication, my darlings. Has nothing to do with luck as well. I feel like sometimes you credit what you have and the success that you see with what you do to luck, and you're like, oh, yeah, I work hard at it, but there's an element of luck to it. No, you are fantastic, my babies. You put in the effort, you put in the time. There is so much pride around you, my darlings. Spiritually, this person is hugely proud of you. I'm hugely proud of you. You're doing fantastic. It's only going to keep growing, my loves. And this person as well has really, really, really built something beautiful, and it feels as though your success, which of course, because it's going to match your as a fucking gorgeous connection, my babies. What you do and the scale of what you do, it is going to match your energies. You're the sun, my loves. You're the sun. The sun reaches everywhere. The sun is everywhere. The sun is source. And so your success is, it's huge. Honestly, it feels huge. It feels like money is just fucking exponential, my loves. Like, it comes in droves. The attention, the recognition, the success, the attention is at a much wider scale. And what is interesting is that this person has a huge amount of success in what they do, and although appearance wise it's at a much smaller scale, it's huge nonetheless, and it's theirs, and it's how they like it, and they've created the perfect work situation for them, something that brings in very good money. They can support themselves. They can live a life that they are content living. They get to reach the people that they need to reach, and they get to feel happiness. And it's interesting because it's almost like, not jealousy, but you're just so endeared by that. You're like, wow, it's incredible to see you work so hard and to have such success, but it's so perfect for you. It's certainly not at the scale that yours is, my darlings. If they had the career that you have at the scale that you have, they would just shrivel. They would just shrivel and wilt away, because it feels like you have a lot of attention on you, my darlings. As the sun, of course you do, my babies. And it feels like this person garners attention as well, but it's gentle and it's at a smaller scale, and it's perfect for them. It's perfect. What you both do is so perfect for each individual, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. You guys create so much abundance It's beautiful. You're both extremely creative people as well. I will say that what you do for a living and what they do for a living is, hmm, I feel like it's really, really, really different, but there's a key element that's similar. And I feel like that key similar element is what allows you two to connect. So the core of what you do is extremely different, but there's an element to what you both do that's similar, and that is how you connect, is what I'm hearing. You're both very creative people, extremely talented, extremely creative people. There's something to do with creating or building here, and I'm seeing a lot of writing. I'm seeing art. I'm seeing film, especially filmmaking, or screenwriting. And it feels like those hobbies that you are both so passionate about aren't the exact same hobby. So say you both love writing. One of you could be very passionate about screenwriting. You want to make a film one day. And this person could be very passionate about novel writing. They want to have, they want to have a library full of the books they've written one day. So it's much the same in the work that you do now, where there's an element that's similar, but it's your own as individuals, and that's really, really cool because you both get to share that passion so excitedly, but it's still very much your individual things that you each get to support and encourage the other in, and it's really, really, really beautiful, my loves. I'm absolutely, absolutely seeing children in this connection, my darlings. It feels like that's a really, really, really important factor for you. It also feels like some of you could be looking for confirmation that that's happening, because some of you might feel as though, that might be something that doesn't happen for you. It definitely feels as though children are in this connection, my darlings. Um, as well as building, you build everything together, your home, your relationship, I feel like you guys go into business in some way together. At the very least, you're each other's fucking cheerleaders through and through. There is so much pride and affection for the other when you are together. Although as individuals, I will say you're fucking unstoppable, but when you're together and have the unconditional love, support, affection, everything that comes with this beautiful connection together, bar none, superhuman level unstoppable, my babies. It's fucking gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Um, okay, I want to pull this. Chaos and conflict I keep looking at, and it doesn't feel as though, excuse me, my loves, that's this connection at all. This connection actually feels incredibly fun. I was gonna say peaceful, but it doesn't just feel peaceful. It feels really fun. It's really exciting. There's a lot of laughs. There's a lot of coziness. It's very sweet. It's being able to just sit in each other's presence and talk for fucking hours. Um, Not even a fucking thought to like look at your phone, or not even knowing where the fuck your phone is because you're so immersed in each other, which is a beautiful dynamic. That's really, really wonderful. To just exist in the space of the other person is gorgeous, my loves. And it feels like chaos and conflict. I feel like that could relate to like the period right before you meet this person. And I feel like that could relate to not getting proper rest. And again, your sensitivities are high, your emotions are high. So you could be feeling maybe a little bit more grumpy than usual. You could be feeling a little bit more sensitive than usual. Although I feel as though you're incredibly sensitive people, my darlings, with the energy of the sun. It feels like I'm hearing like nitpicky. Like it feels like there might be like just some like miscommunications with like your friends or the people around you, or maybe even the people you work with. And it's kind of like a lot of like little like disagreements. So nothing huge, no like yelling matches, no fist fights or whatever the fuck. But like like a lot of like little disagreements, and then everything kind of calms and settles, and then bam, this person's in your life. And it feels like, yeah, they really, 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 really bring a lot of calm and comfort into your life, my darlings, much in the way that you do for them as well. It's very, very lovely. We have the Healer of the Ages, the Thinking Woman, second chakra, Archangel Ariel, which is the sacral chakra. Absolutely. There's a lot of passion in this connection, a lot of chemistry in every single way, which makes sense because we spoke in the beginning of the reading about how sometimes you choose to pass the time or help yourself fall asleep, and how that might, not go as well for you as it usually does when you're close to meeting this person, because it's like, well, no, my love, I'm here to help with that now, kind of a thing. I feel like spring for the northern hemisphere. So March, April, May, and June, those months are very important for this connection. Could be when you meet them. Butterflies, I feel like, are going to be a really big sign. I feel like you might start a new book right before you meet this person, or you might go to a bookstore for the first time in a while, or you might either pick up a book that you never finished that you want to finish, or a book that you love that you haven't read in a little while. A lot of crown chakra energy, my darling, so prickles and warmth on the top of the head as well. You could be getting a little bit of headaches as well, my darlings, on and off, about 2 weeks before you meet this person. Journey here, I'm seeing the bridge. I feel as though there is a crossover of water between you and this person, different countries, perhaps even different continents. It doesn't feel like a huge distance though. Like, she's walking this bridge with all that crap. She wouldn't be doing that if that was like a fucking trek across the world. So it feels like, yeah, not very far, my darlings. A plane ride of, say 8 to 12 hours, give or take. Nothing huge, easily passable. And with these bags as well, I'm seeing somebody moving. So it feels like this person in particular moves to where you are rather quickly. Once the relationship is established, I'm seeing within 2 years, my loves. Once you both are ready, because it feels like you're gonna know very quickly, without a doubt, my darlings. Interestingly enough, despite how you're the sun energy and this person is the moon energy, and the sun obviously is very intense and it's momentum and it's fast and it's go, which is how you usually are, and this person is the moon, which is more languid. She moves through her phases at her own pace, my loves. We can't rush her. She's doing what she will do. It feels like you take things slower. And this person is fine with that. This person is fine with whatever pace you set, because it's you. And they would be fine with anything as long as it was you, my darlings. And they're in no rush, because they found you. They have been This is a soulmate connection through and through, my babies. I don't think I've said that yet. Abso-fucking-lutely. There is not a fucking question in my mind that you two are soulmates. And they found you, and they've been connected to you for so fucking long, my loves. No less than 5 years, I'm feeling. So if you want to take it slow, my babies, you take it slow, and you get to know each other, and you become best friends, and then realize you're in love, and then carry on from there, my loves. But 2 years moving in. It also feels as though, it feels like both of you give a lot to the people around you, especially through your work. You give a lot energetically, a lot time-wise, a lot of effort put into what you do, into the people around you. This person especially takes on everything, and it feels like that's a source of concern for you, especially because it feels like some of you might not have like the biggest or best understanding of what this person does initially. Eventually you will, but it was the very soon card that just opened up when I gestured with my hands. I almost set this card on fire. We have Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. What else do I want? I want... romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I'm going to keep going. I like this connection. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. We have wedding. Oof. This situation involves marriage. And I want one more. What do I want? 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 The back? Okay, yeah. Beautiful. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay. So this is... It's stunning, but yeah, it feels like you might not initially have like the biggest or best understanding of what this person does for a living. And as I see them as psychics, and that can be rather taxing, my loves. Even if you're the most fucking grounded person in the history of the earth, even if you've been doing this, you know, for a very long time, it can get taxing, especially at the scale of which they do it, I feel. And so you can get worried because it's not something... You know, it's not something conventional. It's not like they go into, you know, work at a bank and they come home and they're like, I have a bit of a headache. The bank was busy today. And you're like, oh, my honey, my sweet darling, come. And it's different. And so you kind of feel a little bit restless on like if you're supporting them enough, if you're comforting them enough, if you're helping them enough, and you are doing more than enough by just existing, my loves. That is all they could ever dream to ask of you, and it is so much more perfect than anything else they could ever have. Keep an open mind. Feels like this is a person, this is somebody who you have never kind of pictured yourself with, I'll say. And it's not somebody you know, it's a very new person. Not somebody you have like a friendship with, or not somebody you meet. I feel like actually there's some element to meeting them through work, but you don't work with them. And it feels like, I don't know, there's someone you connect to through your work who connects you to this person, I feel like, but you guys don't work together. And although there's some element of similarity to an aspect of what you do, you don't have the same job. And like aesthetic wise, appearance wise, career wise, this is not someone you have ever dated before, my darlings. It feels as though the people you've dated before have been very conventional, and this person with all their moon witchy psychic energy is very unconventional, in a very exciting way, in a way that's really, really endearing to you. And it's so different, and it's so right, and it's so perfect, and that's how you know this is your person. Is like there's no pre-existing pattern here. They don't do anything like your previous partner or partners have done. They don't act like your previous partner or partners. They don't look like your previous partner or partners. Like nothing, excuse me, it's time for grumbling, nothing is similar. So that's how you know you're not, because I feel like that's something you're kind of anxious about, is repeating past patterns and behaviors. And it's because it's like, well, I don't want to do that again. I've done it. It didn't go great for me. I'm not doing that again. And it feels like this person's so connected to you, so tapped into you, that they're like, no, my love, don't worry. There's going to be no question that I'm not that. You're not going to repeat that. I'm something completely new. I'm something completely different. You can feel very safe expressing your love to this person. You don't have to hesitate, my loves. But even if you do, even if you take it slow, even if you hesitate, even if you hold back a little bit, just on the side of caution, there's nothing but patience here for you, my loves. There is nothing but patience, and there's nothing but understanding, because this is just such a beautiful connection that warrants that. I feel as though you two could go on a holiday together rather quickly. When you connect physically, one of the first things you do, I feel actually what I'm seeing is flying either they fly to see you and they spend like a week with you where you live and you show them around and you hang out and you do the nasty and all that fun stuff. And and then you fly together for like another week or 2 weeks on a vacation, and then, you know, they go home, you go home, and then it's like, okay, no, I miss you. Let's get back together. Let's, you know, meet up again. Let's be together again. Let's move in together, etc., etc. Or you could each fly out from where you live to this vacation spot, spend time there, and then both of you fly back together to your house, and then they go back to where they live for a very short period of time. It does not feel as though once you are both together in person, you don't stay separate for very long. I mean, I'm saying like, and the nice thing is you both have the financial means and the work freedom, we'll say, to work from anywhere and to be able to afford flying to see each other at a moment's notice as you may please, my darlings. It's really, really lovely. But I'm seeing like a cob of corn. And that is the reading. Good night. Um, I'm seeing like a cabin or a cottage somewhere very like peaceful, very rural, very quiet, surrounded by nature. I can hear birds chirping. I can hear water like moving in like a nice like kind of stream. It's very, very peaceful, very lovely. And there's just so much talking. Like I can see you guys lying on the floor together and they have like their hand on your face and you guys are just staring at each other, just talking like for hours and hours and kissing and nuzzling and cuddling, and it's beautiful and cozy and darling. The physical intimacy, we're going to get into that very vaguely. This isn't Patreon in a little bit, but I feel like that's such an important aspect of your connection that it's going to come up because you can't help it, can you, babies? Engagement and wedding, this is yeah, not a shadow of a doubt, this is a full-fledged lifelong connection, my darling. Soulmate connection. It feels like being married is something that's very important to you, and it does feel like that happens very, 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 it's very exciting for you how much you want it to happen with this person, because it's something I feel like you worried. You're confident you don't want to have to force it, but with that confidence comes the fear that it might not ever feel right to go that path with somebody. And that's a very daunting thought for you, my darling. So it's very exciting how naturally and easily you just feel that this is your person, because they are your person, and you feel like, okay, no, I want to spend my life with you, and I want to be with you forever, and I want us to get married, and I want us to have children, and I want us to have a family, and I want to see you every fucking day for the rest of my life and lifetimes after, because I've seen you lifetimes before and I fucking love you. And this connection is incredible. It is incredible, my loves. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. You both have very wonderful voices. Very, very, very lovely voices. You both really like singing. You're both very good singers. I feel like you guys could sing to each other as well, especially when you're like comforting the other, when someone's falling asleep with you, or even on the phone, like when you guys are talking on the phone. In case you didn't know what a phone was. When you're talking on the phone and maybe somebody's, you know, had a difficult day, maybe they're feeling kind of restless, they can't fall asleep, the other person will sing to them. Sleeping together, someone has their head on the other person's chest, that person sings to them. I can hear a lot of comfort. I can feel a lot of comfort in hearing the other person's heartbeat as well. That's very, 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 very lovely. This person feels so fucking close, my loves. So fucking close. We're gonna get a timeline very shortly, because it feels like they're, yeah, very, very close, but definitely a new person. And totally fucking unexpected. That's also how you're gonna know, is it's just so wildly unexpected and random how this person pops into your life. Like it people are gonna like ask you like, how did you guys meet? How did you, you know, come to find each other? And it's either you guys like make an agreement to be like, okay, how we met only makes sense to us. So this is going to be our story. And it's like a cute little like secret that you guys keep forever until you tell your children or your grandchildren about it one day. And then, or you tell people and there's this just blank look on their face like, what? How does what? And you guys are like, well, yeah, it's not gonna fucking make sense to you because it's not your connection, it's our connection. We have the Hanged Man, we have the King of Pentacles. Yes, my babies, you are in your King of Pentacles energy. And the Wolf. Confirmation, my babies. I'm not calling you furries, but you know. We have no, this person's really, that's their energy. You are this lovely, darling, got everything, works for everything, secure, stable, a provider, strong, wants for nothing, needs for nothing, because he welcomes it into his energy effortlessly as he has worked for it. Everything's just flowing very easily to him. The family fucking energy here, babies. And then this person is this energy, and they're very protective of you. Very, very, very protective of you, which is really I'm gonna set these cards on fire by accident, which is really fucking sweet because there's like, they're the moon energy. They're this soft, gentle, sensitive, sweet, darling person who's just, they're so fucking lovely, my darlings. They're so lovely. And they've got this wolf energy. It's like, don't fuck over the love of my life, because I'll fucking, you won't have kneecaps. That's what'll happen. And they're scrappy. They're scrappy, my babies. We have the Seven of Swords, and then we have the Empress, which is really beautiful. Really, 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 really fucking gorgeous. The full moon energy here, babies. It's the intuition is stunning. It is so fucking stunning. You're going to have a lot of confirmations that this person, oh, excuse my dog, she's having a dream and she just had to freak out about it a little bit. We've all been there. And you're going to get a lot of confirmations that this person is your person, my darlings. A lot. It's like you're going to see them fucking everywhere somehow. And it's like spirit and the universe just being like, this is your person. There we go. I had to close the window. The neighbor's dog was freaking out. And you could hear wolves also like howling and bark, or dogs like barking like at like dead silence. Like, it's like fucking, I don't know. I think it's like 2 in the morning right now. And just like dead silence, and then out of nowhere, like dogs barking, a very deep bark, like a big dog. But you're going to get a lot of confirmation that this person is your person, because it feels like you do have that kind of hesitant energy, my darlings. And that just feels like kind of a bit of an ingrained fear of a good thing, my loves, and a fear of, it's like a double-edged sword, because on the one hand, you're afraid of a truly good thing that you're really worthy of coming your way, because there's this fear that like, well, what if I mess it up, or what if I miss out on it? And then there's the other side of the fear where it's like, well, what if, what if this isn't like actually meant for me? What if I get my hopes up and this is meant for somebody else? And so the universe is not going to fuck around with the confirmations, my loves. They're going to be like, no, this is your person. This gorgeous, fucking stunning high priestess empress energy is your person. This beautiful, intuitive, this fucking legendary witch is your person, and you are not going to be able to miss it, because the Hangman here is about seeing things from a different perspective, which one resonates with the fact that this is not somebody who on paper you would pursue, and not for any negative reason. It's not like you're like, oh no, I'm above that, because you're not. You're so fucking infatuated with this person. You're so attracted to this person. It actually surprises the shit out of you, because you've never felt an intensity in the sense of attraction and draw to another person as you have felt to this person, as you will feel to this person. So rather than that, it's like you can't fucking miss it. Like these glowing runes, it's like, it's over here, baby. Like giant fucking blinking arrow. They're over there. Head that way. And you're like, is that for me? And then there's another blinking arrow with your name on it being like, you go this way. They're over here. And you're like, I just wish there was a way to tell if this was for me. And it's like, the universe is going to be really patient with you, my loves, because they understand your hesitancy. I feel like you guys have been single for quite some time, and that has served its purpose. This person as well has been single for quite some time, because you guys have only wanted each other. You've only been calling in one another, and you haven't been settling for anything less, my loves. And so the universe is going to be patient with you, and they're going to be like, yeah, don't worry, as many signs as you need, we will give to you, because there is not a shadow of a fucking doubt that this is your person. You're going to see their name or their business name popping up a lot. You're going to see people like talking about them. I feel like you're going to see, your attention's really going to be drawn to them a lot. And it feels like if you, you guys are so sweet. You're going to be kind of hard on yourselves, because after the fact, after you've connected to them, you're going to kind of have it register like just how much this person was around you before it clicked. And it's as it happens, my darlings. There's nothing to be judgmental towards yourselves about, my loves. And please don't be, because it feels like that's something you struggle with. This person is really going to ease that for you. And I feel like that's where the energy of me being like, please don't be hard on yourselves, please don't judge yourselves, please don't be harsh, comes from. This person is very, very loving and very, very gentle. And it'll happen exactly as it's meant to happen, my loves, and it for certain will happen. We have Saturn and we have Venus, which is a beautiful fucking energy to have. We have Cancer, which is gorgeous. I want you, please. And then we have Neptune. Fucking please. Please. I was talking in the earlier reading about how these are new cards, and they're so fucking lovely. Like, just gorgeous, first of all. This person's a Gemini, my babies. Or an air sign at the very least. So Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. I feel like you guys have Venusian energies, so Taurus and Libra especially, or at least the traits of such. But it's a gorgeous deck. The art is beautiful, shuffles beautifully, but also it's very gentle, loving, and extremely accurate. I'm very impressed with it. So Saturn, Capricorn energy, my babies. Capricorn energy. You guys could be earth signs as well, Virgo and Capricorn along with Taurus. Saturn energy for sure. This is something that you both have. It's been hard. It's been hard to wait for each other, for sure, my darlings. There's been a lot, especially in the last 2 years, there's been a lot of restlessness because you felt each other so strongly. And you both, again, soulmates. You've been together lifetimes before, you'll be together lifetimes after. So you know each other, and you know how it feels to be loved wholly, fully, and unconditionally, and as wonderfully as you two love each other, my darlings. And so because of that, of course there's restless energy. Of course there's restless energy as you miss each other and as you long for each other. And that's why I feel like there hasn't been a lot of satisfaction in relationships. It feels like both of you have kind of gone, especially in your, younger years, in your late teens or your 20s, early 20s, have kind of rushed into relationships because it's like, I found you, because you missed that person so much. And we're willing to accept a lot of behaviors and treatments that you shouldn't have, my darlings, that you weren't deserving of, because you just miss this person so fucking much that it's like, okay, I just have to find you, so I'll put you everywhere because then I found you. And that's not what Saturn is asking, my love. Saturn is saying, no, we need patience. You guys want to come back to each other, and you will, because that's what you promise each other every fucking lifetime. You're going to come back to each other. However, before that, we need to set the fucking foundation for this. And that's why you guys have found success in work. You have found success in the way that you care for and love yourselves. You have discovered being gentle with yourselves. You have healed yourselves. You have built happy, wonderful home lives for yourselves. You have developed beautiful social dynamics for yourselves and a wonderful circle that you're very content, happy, and safe existing in. You have a wonderful foundation, each of you. And then you come together and you get to build a fucking castle on these two fucking solid, gorgeous foundations that then come together to make something much bigger and strong and wonderful And that's your fucking fairy tale, my babies. Your real fairy tale, your actual fairy tale. Disney could fucking never for this relationship, I will say, my babies. Disney fucking wishes. Mickey Mouse wishes he had what you two have. And so video cuts off as fucking Walt Disney himself bashes my door in. So it demands patience, and it demands sometimes a state of uncomfortableness, uncomfortability. Maybe is that whatever fucking word I'm supposed to say? That's what it demands, because Saturn is the old man. Saturn has seen it all. Saturn has experienced it all. Saturn has nothing but fucking time. And so he feels like everybody else is the same. And in a lot of ways, that's true. We have nothing but time. However, we don't like to acknowledge that, and we don't like to see that as truth. We like to see results. And Saturn says, you want to see results? You're going to fucking sit there and wait for results. And you just got to sit, and you got to be good, and you got to wait, babies. But the results are always fucking worth it. Always worth it. And this relationship is worth it, my darlings. It is not too late. It is not slower than it needs to be. It is exactly perfect, my loves. And it is gorgeous, and it is worth it. I feel like, I feel like this Venus card, she's really pulling me in. One, this is a beautiful connection. This is full fucking love and everything wonderful. My wrist cannot stop cracking. And it feels like beloved really jumped out to me as well. So one of you could call the other beloved. You both could call each other beloved, which is so fucking cute. I can't cope with that. I have to leave. I have to go because that's too sweet. Or one of you could say beloved a lot. Like you could, like, especially this person, the psychic, could call people like beloved, like clients a lot, or that's how they refer to spirit, which is very, very sweet. Pink and flowers as well feels very much like a sign for when you see this person. The color pink and flowers. Venus energy through and through. So you could meet in, I'm picking up Taurus specifically, so April and May, or in September, October. But I'm seeing these are these cherry blossoms? Maybe. Which feels like April, May specifically, because I think that's when cherry blossoms bloom. Cherry blossoms as well could be a sign for that you found your person, my darlings. And they're so witchy here with the pomegranate is giving me Persephone vibes. And it feels like that's this person's energy, is the like duality of Persephone. Because Persephone, you know, when she's the queen of the underworld, she's fucking hot witch mama. And she, you know, she's intense and she's passionate and she's fearless. And this person has a lot of mediumship skill as well. This person's a little bit spooky for you, my babies. Initially, they're a little, in a very sexy, very endearing, very mysterious way, they're a little bit spooky. But and then she's, you know, she's spring as well, and that's what this person feels like. It feels like there's such a lovely duality to them. They're witchy and spooky, but they're sugary sweet and adorable, and it's such an endearing duality to you. It's fantastic. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous dynamic. And then Cancer, my loves, again, we have the full moon for intuition. So there's so much intuitive connection between you both. I feel like you as well, my darlings, are very intuitive, but you're less either aware of it or less tapped in, or you don't really have a name for it. But you feel very strongly intuitive, my darlings. You have that sixth sense, you have that instinct, you have those feelings. And this person helps you really fully tap into that. But it's also wonderful because that intuition and this person's intuition are so strongly linked before you connect to each other. And it feels like there's going to be like it's a very heart-centered connection, but there's going to be almost like a telepathic connection between you both as well, my darlings. So you're going to start fantasizing about this person a lot, but it's going to feel like a specific person, as opposed to a like, oh, I would really like it if, you know, I was with somebody and this happened. It's kind of like you're just playing out scenes in your, you know, in your mind, in your dreams, and those scenes are going to end up resulting in deja vu when you're with this person and you experience the things that you thought and felt and saw. And you're going to also, I feel like, which could correlate to the Nine of Swords as well as the chaos and conflict, about 2 to 3 months before you connect with this person, my darlings, with the strength of your intuitive connection, I feel like you're going to have kind of very out of nowhere spurts of emotions that feel really sudden and pretty intense and don't really like feel like they don't belong to you, and it feels like the two of you could be kind of transferring emotions to one another, especially with how heart-centered this connection is, my loves. And it's gonna feel uncomfortable, my darlings. I'll just say that off the bat. It's gonna feel uncomfortable because it's so sudden and intense, and it's like, where the fuck did this come from? I was just eating a cheesecake just now, and now I'm crying. And so, which, like, baby, I've been there. But also, it's and just feel through it, my loves. Feel through it. It'll pass. Be gentle. And then Neptune, yeah, this is a fucking psychic person and a psychic connection, my babies. Cancer as well. Beautiful family energy. That is home. You guys make such gorgeous memories together. You're really big on pictures. You really like taking pictures together. You take pictures of all of your fucking memories and moments. It feels like you especially are very, 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 very sentimental about maintaining memories in the form of pictures. And that's really nice because this person loves having pictures, but this person feels very, with the moon energy, they're very in the moment. They like to experience things in the moment, so they don't always remember to take pictures. But then they regret not having pictures, whereas you're like, don't worry, baby, I got you. Snuggle in, let's take a selfie. It's very cute. It's very sweet. They're very grateful for it. Beautiful family energy. You guys are fantastic parents. Magnificent parents. This person could have a child already, actually. Because it feels like there's such a, it's like instant family energy, which one, you two feel like family. One of you could have a pet as well, or you get a pet together very quickly. But it's like such instant family energy, and I don't feel as though, even though you know this is your person, even though there's no shadow of a doubt you want to be with this person for a lifetime, it doesn't feel as though either of you are the types of people who would, you know, meet somebody and bring a child into the world very quickly. You guys have the Saturn energy. You guys are really, really, really mature, really intelligent, really thoughtful with your actions, decisions, and words. This is a fantastic fucking dynamic. I cannot talk enough about it. And, but it does feel like there's a family element rather quickly. So this person could have a child, or you guys get a pet quite quickly, or one of you has a pet and that becomes like the child, or any and all. But you guys are really fantastic parents, and I feel like that's something that you could worry about, because you worry about a lot of things because you spend a lot of time overthinking, my sweet, beautiful darlings. You're going to be fantastic parents, and absolutely fucking magnificent partners. With the King of Pentacles earlier, magnificent partners. Absolutely wonderful. This person is nothing if not beyond the realms of fortunate to know you, let alone to be with you, my loves, to be your soulmate. Oops, excuse the hell out of all of you. This is really, really sweet. Really, 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 really fucking intuitive, my loves. Really intuitive. You guys meet a lot in dreams, and I feel like you have for like 2 years before you meet. It feels like, I feel like if you see this before June, you're going to meet this person the same year. If you see it after the month of June, any year, you're going to meet the person, if you see it after the month of June, you're going to meet this person the following year. It's really, 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 really fucking close to happening, my darlings. It's really exciting. But yeah, you guys see each other in dreams a lot, and then it feels like about, say, 4 months to a year before you meet, you stop dreaming about each other, and some of you might not even remember your dreams, but you kind of like miss them, and it feels like your dreams are kind of unfulfilling. And then 2 to 3 months before you meet them, you start dreaming about them again, very, very, very vividly, like real. Like you can smell them, you can feel them, you can see them very clearly, without a doubt. It's very exciting. Okay, let's pull from the Intimate Oracle, my darlings. Let's get these bad boys out of the way. This is a really sweet connection. Really, 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 really sweet. One of you could get a little bit sick before you connect. A few weeks before you connect. Just like a cold or like a little flu kind of a thing. Oh no, my arms are too short. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's see what's happening here, my babies. I have a feeling we're going to get some rather raunchy messages because it feels like that's a really important aspect of your connection. We have going through changes, cycles, and new beginnings. Yes. Okay. Yes. 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 It's happening. It's happening. The office meme. Sorry. Okay, we have slow and steady, judgmental. Breathe it in. I feel like you guys are gonna start smelling. What is all over here? What is this? Oh, wax. Is she a witch? I don't know. Does she have wax on fucking every surface of her fucking house? Yeah? Well, then maybe. There we go. Thank you. Sacrifice, compromise, and oh, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and the donkey that took them all to Bethlehem. You'll get used to it. Vulnerable. Oh, yeah, this is cute. And building. Oh, this is nice. This is so sweet. This is lovely. This is so cute. No, I don't want to take that. Okay, so oh, my chair. It feels like me talking every time I turn as far away from the microphone as I possibly can because I'm a professional. New beginnings, this is happening very soon, my darlings. Slow and steady, you definitely take this slow off the bat, my darlings, but that's wonderful. That's wonderful because you both really appreciate and value that period of a connection. Getting to know somebody is so fucking exciting, and it's so invigorating. You get to learn about somebody new, somebody who you know instinctively upon feeling is a really important person to you. And you get to learn all about that person. This person has lived an entire life up until now, as have you, my loves, and you get to learn about all of that. And isn't that so fucking incredible? You guys get to learn each other's likes and dislikes and movies and food that you like and books and jokes, and you get to hear each other laugh in all of the different wonderful ways that people can laugh, in the small ways, in the huge from the stomach ways, in the laughing so hard you go silent and wheezy ways. Like, it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's so fucking exciting. So take all the time you need, my babies, because this person understands the value in that time. There is no rush. And that is something I feel is a very stark difference for you from other partners, is that this person doesn't need to rush. They don't need to rush with you because they have you, and that's everything. So why would they rush that? They get to know you, they get to learn about you, they get to be with you. They're not rushing time away when they've waited their entire fucking lives up until now to find you. They're so fucking thrilled to find you. You guys could just sit in a room in silence for the next 45 years of your life, and that'd be fantastic. That'd be wonderful for the next fucking 65 years of your lives, and that would be amazing. That'd be lovely to this person because they're with you, and that's all that matters. You guys definitely have some level of notoriety, fame, or attention. There are a lot of eyes on you. A lot of eyes on you, a lot of attention directed towards you, and it feels like that attention can sometimes be a source of concern or insecurity to how slash when slash if you will find your person. And it feels like that's kind of a really, really, really loaded thing, because it's like, okay, I have all this attention on me. I have people who are, it feels like it feels like you have like fans or viewers kind of a thing. So how will I know, and it feels like these people like take up like 97.8% of your life, my darling. So it's like, okay, are they here in this large crowd of people? How will I know? That's really intimidating and a little scary to think about. And then it's like, okay, if they aren't and it's somebody else, like, how will they cope with this kind of attention. And it does feel as though there's also an element of fear of this person, you know, maybe being judged or mistreated in any way or disrespected in any way by the people who give you their attention, by the people who you know are fans of you. And I have to say very sincerely, my darlings, one, this person is so fucking proud of what you have done. There is no insecurity or jealousy in this person whatsoever, let alone when it comes to something that you are so proud of and have worked so hard for. And two, this person could not give less of a shit about other people's opinions, my darlings. I gotta say that very sincerely. And that is pretty much that, honestly. They don't fucking care. They do not fucking care what other people have to say. What they care about is the fact that it bothers you. If somebody says something about them, if somebody, you know, does something that upsets you, even if it's about them, it doesn't fucking matter that this person did it towards them. They're like, I don't care. I'm with this gorgeous, brilliant, talented, funny, sweet, sexy person. I don't fucking care what you have to say about it, to be honest. But if it bothers you, then that doesn't sit right with them, because they have that wolf energy, my darlings, and it is, do not mess with the person that I love, or I will use your fucking calf bone as a jerky stick. And so that's fucking morbid. Um, but yeah, you don't have to worry about that, my darlings. They love you. They don't care about the opinions of others. What's the fucking saying? Wolves don't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep or lions or some fucking animal with teeth. You know what I'm talking about. They love you, and their attention is on you, and their affection is towards you. And yeah, they want to protect you, my darlings. Vulnerable, this is the deepest relationship ever. This goes so far beyond anything either of you have ever experienced, because this is a soulmate connection. This is your person. This is the person you have been waiting for your entire life. You bombed onto this earth. You popped onto this earth from the nether regions which you came, and anatomy class with Rose Bloom readings. The nether regions. And I've been playing a lot of Minecraft lately. It's not called the nether regions. Also, I discovered that Endermen are like one of my top 3 jump scares. Terrifying. Terrifying. My daughter has to deal with them every time, because I just and start screaming. Anyway, very deep, my loves. Emotional depth beyond everything. You can talk about anything and everything. There is no topic that is off limits. You guys have this wonderful relationship where you share anything and everything. You talk through anything and everything. Your days, your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences, your memories, jokes, memes, everything. Every fucking thing. It's amazing. And you have the kind of relationship where you guys will, you know, be hanging out with friends or whatever, and someone will bring something up and say someone brought it up to you, and then your person is like, oh yeah, no, I was thinking about that, and they're like, well, you told them? And you're like, well, yeah, obviously. And it's like, you guys talk about that stuff? And you're like, yeah, because you guys talk about everything. And it's one of those relationships where like everybody is a little bit jealous, because even if they have a really good healthy relationship, nobody has a relationship like you guys have, because it's fucking perfection. And I mean that in every sense, in the sense that it's not literal perfection, in the sense that it's flawless, because it's not, because 2 people having an entire life together is never going to be flawless. That doesn't fucking make sense. But perfect in the fact that it's 2 people who love each other unconditionally, who share everything, who give each other everything while giving to themselves as well, who build beautiful things, who have this wonderful family. It's perfect in that sense, my darlings. Breathe it in. It feels like you are going to smell this person. Give them a whiff, my babies. Feels like you're going to smell this person. About a month before you connect with them, you're going to start smelling really, really, really out of place perfume and colognes, scents that you do not wear, scents that you do not recognize, but that feel very, very, very alluring, very familiar, and very like intoxicating almost. And that's how this person smells. We have sacrifice, which feels like it's just a very balanced connection, but also this is like, this is so lovely because it's you two, your cups, your emotional fulfillment cups, and them being so fulfilled that they overflow, and that you two just constantly give to each other and then back to yourselves as well. And you both want for nothing, need for nothing, because you're so fulfilled in yourselves and with each other. It's absolutely fucking stunning. You'll get used to it. No worries and acceptance. Feels like one, this is, you don't need to worry about a thing, my babies. This is happening. This is going to be gorgeous. But also feels something to do with childhood. Something to do with childhood. You guys could... I'm seeing one of you growing up in like a more small town or rural or even like suburban community. Like a place where like there's a lot of focus on religion, a lot of religion where you grew up. And the other grew up in like more of a busy like city environment, and then it feels like whoever grew up in the more like rural community now lives in the city, and then whoever grew up in the city, I feel like still lives in the city, but also because it feels like there's a similarity to where you live like now, although it's not in the same place. It's a similar kind of energy, like cities, busy places. But the person who grew up in the city really, really, really loves the quiet and the more rural. And it feels like you always have a home in the city, but then you have like another home, like a cottage or a cabin that this person and you can kind of escape to. It's very lovely. And then we have building and growth. This is just such a stable, strong connection. Rainbows as well. You're going to see rainbows right before you meet this person. It feels like you live at a very rainy place, a very cloudy place. And despite how this person is the moon, it feels like you see them as the literal fucking sunshine. So I feel like that could mean that as well. Like this cloudy kind of rainy place, which by the way, this person loves the energy of the cloudiness and the rain. Very witchy. But it feels like because you see them as the literal fucking sun, that's what it feels like when they get to where you are, when they come visit you at your home, or when they move in with you. It's like the sun has broken through the clouds and now we have a rainbow, and that's fucking adorable. But you guys definitely move in together rather quickly, and you build a really, really fantastic life together that's just so abundant in every fucking facet, my darling. I'm giddy. I'm giddy, my babies. I don't know what to tell you. This person wears crystals as well. I'm seeing crystals on this person. Rings or necklaces or bracelets. We have a living room somewhere in Australia and somewhere in Europe. Okay, so, ooh, itchy leg, itchy leg. What does that mean? Means my leg's itchy. Is she a psychic? Yes. We have kitchen as well. You guys love cooking together. Love cooking together. Love eating together. Feels like one of you is more fancy with your food. One of you really likes like really like high-end fancy restaurants. You got like your fucking wine pairings and your wine lists, babies, and you know that the fucking some sort of wine doesn't go with that, it goes over there, and or some shit. And the other of you is very like home cook or like baker. I'm gonna fucking burn something down because I keep gesturing wildly and I can hear spirit being like, watch the candle, and I'm like, oh, what? What was that? Hee ha ha. But yeah, homey cook and a cozy cook. But you guys cook a lot in the kitchen. You do a lot in the kitchen as well, my babies, as well as the living room. Laughter, gathering, chill, and communal. I can read. What? It's 2:30 in the morning and my eyes are melting. It feels like you spend a lot of this is where you are all the time in your home, my darlings, as well as the bedroom. Imagine the bedroom card was right here. Hi, baby love. Good morning. Hi, sweet girl. I know you can't go up there. I have stuff up there. I'm sorry. Hi, you want to say hi? Come see me. Hello, baby dove. Hello, baby dove. Hi, pretty girl. Hi. Hi. I'm happy to scratch your beard this early in the morning because I love you. Because I love you. Hi, baby. Okay. Oh, no, you missed. Yeah, that was Rowan just tripped. She's okay. She's good. And the bedroom. Yes. So a lot of physical intimacy in these places. It feels like you guys love to, one of you is really into film or TV shows, has a lot of knowledge, a lot of nostalgia related to that. I feel like you guys have a lot of the same like childhood favorite movies, which is really exciting. And then it's really exciting because you get to like show each other like the movies you've, learned to love throughout your lives and into adulthood. You share a lot. You share a lot in the living room. You guys have so much fun, so many conversations, so many laughs, so much love, so much cuddling, so much kissing, so much, whole bunch of other stuff. Um, the kitchen as well. Kitchen, yeah, a lot, especially in the morning in the kitchen, like half asleep and like, here, let me hoist you onto the counter and let's carry on. I feel like sometimes too, you guys, if you have like a day off work together, you could be in bed and you guys stay in bed until like 3 p.m. just because you're talking and snuggling and someone's getting their back blown out. And somewhere in Europe, charming, quaint, and romantic, one feels like the relationship, but it feels like one of you could live in Europe. And as opposed to Australia, I mean, some of you could live in Australia. If one of you lives in Australia, it feels like the other lives closer than Europe, because I'm seeing like just a little bit of a water jump, just a little boop, and then you go to the next continent. So like Europe and say North America, or Australia and Asia, maybe. I don't have a map or a globe in front of me, and I wasn't very good at geography, so but rather than that, it feels like long distance is the focus here, which I feel like is something that you're worried about, my darling. Something that you kind of yeah, no, you worry about a lot of stuff. So I was gonna say not necessarily worry, and then Spirit was like, they're worried about a lot of things, and that's okay, my babies. It's just because you're so heart-centered and you are so empathetic to all things. Oh, my nose is so fucking itchy. Could get that happen to you a lot as well, my darlings. When they're close. Oh my god. Oh my god. But it also feels like this person makes it very easy. They make it so that you hardly even notice the distance because they're so attentive and so thoughtful and so loving and affectionate, that the times you can't be together physically are filled with so much love and affection and fun and enjoyment that, my goodness, that you feel them pass a lot quicker until you're together again physically, and that's lovely. We have hands, very cute, very cute. We have calves, my hands, my calves, my solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, yes, absolutely, and eyes. Ooh, okay, soul connection, absolute confirmation that you two are fucking soulmates, and it's so cute. Hands, you guys love holding hands. You love holding hands. You love each other's hands. You have very, 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 very different hands. I will say, very different hands. One hand could be small, the other hand could be large. One could be very like, muscular and strong and like masculine, and one could be more like dainty or maybe like more painted, or one person wears more like jewelry than the other person. Very different hands. Love holding hands. It's very cute. Calves feels like with on the go, it's like, yeah, I'm on my way, baby. I'm right the fuck there. Solar plexus chakra feels like you two are so in a state of sureness when you connect. There's not a shadow of a doubt, despite how I feel like you might create a shadow of a doubt just because this is so intense and good and real that some of you could be like, I don't know. But that's okay because this person's patient, my darlings. The universe is patience. You had the Saturn energy as the first card, my darlings. That's all about patience. You take as long as you need to come around to it, my babies, to realize that there is not a shadow of a doubt that this is your person and to fucking go for it, my darlings. But you both have been doing such a fantastic job. In the last 2 years especially, you've really been working on your love of self and your affection for each other as individuals as well as each other, because you both deserve that. You're deserving of being fully content and loving towards yourselves. And then within that, you can also be, you know, the partners that you want to be for each other and have the connection that you want to have. You love this person's eyes. This person's eyes steal your breath away every fucking day for the rest of your lives because you can't get enough of them. They have really beautiful eyes. I feel like you as well have gorgeous eyes, my love. You have very unique eyes. Very, very pretty eyes. This person and you stare into each other's eyes a lot. This person has really long eyelashes as well. But very, very, very unique eyes. You've never seen eyes like this person has. And heart chakra, love and compassion. This is the heart center connection. This is perfect. This is everything, my loves. This is absolutely fucking gorgeous. Absolutely fucking gorgeous. You and this person are very sentimental. Very sentimental. This person's really, really you guys, you're so fucking cute. This person's really thoughtful with gift giving. Really, really thoughtful. And I feel like you guys, you love giving gifts. You're really thoughtful, but there's something about you that's like forgetful. Feels like mostly forgetful. I'm hearing clumsy. You guys are saying like you're kind of clumsy, like you forget things, or you know, you kind of, you know, lose track of time or something, especially with like dates, like, you know. And it's fine, babies. I'm hearing it's fine. This person's so happy and fulfilled just existing in every day with you. Like, you don't need to remember your 13-week anniversary. It's not gonna fucking hurt their feelings if you don't, my loves, because they have you. Like, they don't need anything else. But you really come into your own in as the, you know, fucking knight in shining armor, romantic protagonist that you've always dreamed of being in this connection as well. And it's very fucking cute. Is there anything else that give me a shiver? And they tell me no. Group number 2, my sweet darlings. That is gorgeous. That is so, 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 so lovely. I'm so cozy. Oh my goodness. I feel like I just got a really good hug. I hope that's how you feel as well, my darlings. That's really fucking sweet. I hope that you enjoyed that, my sweet babies. If you did, please feel free to leave a comment and let me know. I love to hear from you. I love to talk to you guys. What the fuck else do I usually say? I usually say something, for sure. Oh, if the reading resonated, my energy resonated, please consider subscribing. Actually, before you go, my sweet babies, why did I knock so much? There we go. Forgot how to count to 3. Thank you. I'm grateful for all that surrounds me. Everything I'm involved in is worth it. And I want one more. There's one that I want. There's one that I want. You're the one that I want. My body is beautiful. Okay, yeah. So you are very, 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 very attracted to this person. You guys are so content and so happy and so fortunate in the space that you exist that when you come together and create something beautiful and amazing, it's almost overwhelming how much gratitude you feel for what you have. And it feels like everything that you're doing is exactly what you're meant to be doing. What you're doing right now, my darlings, is how you connect with this person, especially work, something to do with work. You don't meet them through work, but you almost do. They don't work with you. They don't... It feels like they're not even like for those of you who have like a viewership or who have fans, they're not initially one of those. Eventually they will be the number one. But at the current time, they're not one of those. But something to do with work leads you to this person. You discover this person through your work. Someone you work with brings this person up, or something to do, so one of your fans brings this person up, that your attention is brought to this person, and it wouldn't have been as clear as it is if not through the connection that you have to this person that you have by doing what you do for a living. So keep doing it, my loves, because you're very, 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 very close to connecting with them. It's very exciting. I just got the most intense fucking psychic headache. Very close. Also get more sleep, or get more rest, and you'll connect with this person and feel very warm and sweet and cozy, because it's very lovely energy, my darlings. All of my links for Patreon, which has the extended 18+ readings as well as exclusive readings, my Instagram, my Etsy store, as well as my email for more information on private readings, my darlings, is down in the description box below. I am so happy for you, my loves. I am so happy for you to have this connection. This is a wonderful connection. You deserve nothing less. I love you very, very much. Bye. Hello, 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 my beautiful loves. If you picked this card's strength, I will say, well, getting your deck ready, I could hear the lyrics to Fly Me to the Moon. Fly me to the moon, let me land/play amongst the stars, if that means anything to you, my darlings. Butterflies, blue butterflies, feel like a very, very, very important symbol for you, my loves. We have the King of Cups, gorgeous, and we have Contemplation, which is the Hermit card. This is very exciting. This is very exciting. Okay, let's pull some more, so we can get a bit of clarification on what the hell is going on. So off the bat, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, and Leo energy. I'm hearing you could meet this person right after a pretty rare or significant astrological event. So that could be a meteor shower. That could be you know, to a planet in a certain sign. That doesn't happen often. That could be even a simple matter of like being able to see like planets we don't usually get to see like in the sky with our naked eyes, kind of a thing, as a certain significant and rare astrological event. You could also meet them in, well, no. I was gonna give the months for the water signs for Virgo and Leo, but that's a lot of fucking months. Okay, all right, calm down. We have breathe, we have mending, we have happy. Okay, yeah, confirmation with happy, and flexible. Okay, gorgeous. Yeah. All right, my babies. So you, bottom of the deck is the yin or feminine energy, my loves. So you, my sweet, beautiful babies, have been really, 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 really trying to tap into your intuition to find out about this person, because you can feel them. You can feel them in the ethers there, but you want to pinpoint exactly when, how, and why, which would make sense. I'm going to set something on fire because you clicked on this reading. But it feels like you are overdoing it to the point of worrying yourself, my loves. You are asking the tarot or the oracle or pendulum or even pick a card readings the same thing over and 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 over, looking for confirmation, but you get the confirmation 6 times, my loves, and then on the 7th time you get something a little slightly different, and then all the fucking cards in the house fall down and everything gets crazy. And that doesn't mean that the 6 confirmations were wrong, my babies. It means that you got the confirmations. Take them, accept them, abso-fucking-lutely. And, you know, maybe you don't need that 7th confirmation, my babies. 4s, 44s, and 444s, big numbers for you, my loves. Because with happy, and flexible, with the eggs here, especially with happy having the egg with the keyhole on it, it feels like that's kind of a matter of this is something that is developing. This is something that's growing. This is something that requires patience, especially with mending here. Like they're making this whole little fucking banner. That takes time, that takes effort, that takes patience, that takes dedication. And that's what this feels like. It feels like it's absolutely coming, my loves. With this and along with action, this is absolutely coming. And I know you're in a state of readiness, my darlings. I know you are in a state of readiness. I know you're ready to offer your heart on a silver platter and to give all of the love and the beautiful affections and adoration that you have within you, my darlings. And the person that receives those affections and adorations will be the luckiest fucking person on the planet. That I can assure you. But it feels like right now you are very much being called to just let it settle and to let it rest. And it feels like that's because it's not meant to be the focus right now. There's so much joy surrounding you that you're missing out on, my loves. So much happening around you that you're not noticing because you've just got so much focus on this person, this partner. And it feels like you're kind of resisting. There's so much butterfly energy here. You're kind of resisting, the transformation that you're meant to be taking because you're in such a state of standstill that you aren't experiencing the things that are going on around you in your life fully enough to experience that transformation. It feels like that period of transformation is very important for calling your person. And we have the Hermit twice. So confirmation, my loves, that this is oh, please, babies. That's your confirmation because you guys were getting worried. You were getting a little bit nervous. We have Death. We have the Four of Cups. And then we have the King of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles. And I want one more, please. And we have Justice. Okay, yes. Gorgeous. 11s as well. 1s, 11s, and 111. Confirmation numbers for you, my loves. But you guys were getting a little bit nervous, so the universe really, really, really immediately reassured you, like, don't worry, my babies, don't you worry. You're getting that connection. That connection is happening. That connection is happening, but what is important right now is the hermit mode, is the kind of restful period, is the kind of introspection. And then I feel like after that comes the reconnecting with your social circle and allowing yourselves to have more fun. It feels like is really important. That's something you're going to be really strongly called to do. Connecting to your inner child, connecting to moments of nostalgia, the like pure unfiltered joy in moments of nostalgia. I'm seeing Blockbuster, and I feel like, well, yeah, given the age demographic that watches my videos, I would say Blockbuster isn't a niche topic. But do you remember, my sweet, beautiful darlings? I was actually talking to my brother about this just the other day. The pure, unfiltered, unhindered joy of getting to go to Blockbuster on a Friday night after dinner and running in, and that weird fucking carpet they always had and that blockbustery smell, and running to see like the latest release of the movie that you really wanted to rent. And if it was new, they would have like a whole wall of it and it would all be empty, but you would find like the one DVD left hidden behind under all these like empty, sold out or rented out things. And it was so exciting. And then if you got to get a video game, you got to rent this like really fucking obscure PS2 game, and it was so exciting. It was so much fun. It was the purest sense of joy, and it was lovely. And that's what it feels like you're being called to, reconnect with after you have this kind of hermit phase, to really kind of reevaluate, okay, why do I feel so strongly called to have this connection? What do I feel I would gain from this connection that I don't already have, if anything? And if the answer is everything, or if the answer is, I want to be happy, those aren't the answers that are meant to be given in that circumstance, my darlings, because you have to find that fulfillment and that happiness and that joy and those experiences on your own. And you will. And once you do, once you have your hermit phase and then you go into your, rekindling with your inner child and unfiltered joy phase, then it feels like the person is instant. The person pops in instantly into your life, my darlings, but there is a period of transformation that has to occur beforehand, and it has to occur in order for you to get out of this focus on, what am I lacking, what am I missing, what's, on the other side that's greener than what I have here, because there's so much joy and excitement and fun and experience to be had in the present moment, my darlings. And tapping in fully with your emotions from a grounded space, as the King of Cups does, because he came out twice, my babies. And being able to recognize why you feel the way that you feel without getting overwhelmed by it, without, being harsh towards yourselves or judgmental towards yourselves, but why you feel the things that you feel. Because just because you're feeling something, my darlings, just because you're going through a period of feeling something, it doesn't warrant you being judgmental towards yourself for why you're feeling that, because you're feeling it, my loves. As it stands, you're feeling it, and you, excuse the hell out of all of you, get to we have heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Religious factors, your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Finances and career financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Thank you for confirmation, my darlings. And past life relationship, you have known each other before. Okay, so all right. What was I saying earlier? Yes. You don't need to judge yourself harshly for feeling the way that you feel, my darlings, because you want love, you want romantic love, you want a fantastic partner, you want your partner, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all want that. Of course we all fucking want that, my loves. That's a fucking wonderful thing to invite into your life. But it shouldn't replace the happiness that should exist there as it stands, my darlings. And the experiences that you deserve to have outside of a romantic connection. And, rekindling your excitement for life, and having more fun, and getting out more and saying yes more. When people invite you out, and when people, make plans that include you, I mean, once in a while, if you want to say no, that's fine, my baby. Set that boundary. You don't have to, you're not obligated to get out of your comfy clothes and go out all the time. But it is in your best interest at times as well to say yes. Because the people around you love you, and they want you there for a reason, my darlings. And you'll have fun, and you'll have excitement. And it feels like, actually, I don't want this to be your deciding factor. I want the experiences and the fun and the memories to be your deciding factor, but it does feel like at one point when you say yes to one of these events, that is the event in which you meet your person. I'm also feeling it's very important for you to kind of lean on your support group, and your friends and the people around you that love you, and open up to them and get comfort and support from them, because there's nothing more liberating than being open and honest and vulnerable with our feelings, and having people, one, validate them, two, not judge us for them, and three, comfort us through them, and support us through them. And that's what I feel like you really need to have right now, my darlings. We're getting so much Saturn in today's readings. We have Saturn energy. We have the 5th house, passion. Okay, that's gorgeous. We have square, semi-square, and quincunx. Don't call me that. We have tension. We have ascendant, entrance. How dare you? And we have Chiron, heal. Chiron? Chiron. I call it Chiron. Is that right? Is that wrong? Someone correct me. Heal. Okay, yes. So that makes a lot of sense. That, yeah. Yeah. All of this makes sense. I love this deck. I'm a huge fan. So Saturn is patience, my darlings. It is structure. It is, it's you're not building here until you have a permit kind of a thing. And Saturn will take as long as Saturn needs to in order to have a steady, stable foundation for what Saturn needs to build. And that is the phase you're in right now, my darlings. And it can, cause restlessness. It can be uncomfortable. Of course it can, but it serves its purpose, because what Saturn ends up building is always worth the wait, my loves. Without a shadow of a doubt, always worth the wait. And heal. Yeah, you're meant to really, really look inward at this time, my darlings. Really reconnect with yourself. Take time away, rest, relax, go into hermit mode, as well as accepting and, in fact, seeking out the support of the people that love you. But really, going into a space of introspection and looking at yourself and looking, why does this relationship take precedent over every other facet of my life? Um, and really, being gentle with yourself through that, and reconnecting with yourself fully through that, and understanding yourself fully through that, and treating yourself as you would a cherished best friend or a really dear loved one. You would not ever judge somebody for coming to you and opening up about the kinds of things that you're going to discover about yourself. You would not belittle them. You would not talk down to them. You would not say that their experiences, feelings, opinions, and everything are invalid. You would listen, and you would understand, and you would sympathize, and you would perhaps give advice, and that is how you're meant to be treating yourselves in this moment, my darlings. And then I think through that you rekindle with your social circle. You have, experiences and fun and laughter and joy. And then through that, very naturally, that is how you connect to your person. And it's a wonderful connection, my darlings. Reconnecting to art as well, or at least a passion, a hobby that you have had very near and dear to you, that I feel like you've maybe, had on the back burner for a while, or kind of, brushed aside for a little while. Reconnecting to that would really do you good as well, my darlings. You could also meet this person through an art class or a cooking class, or even like an art or craft show, or at a gallery. But passion, the energy here is beautiful, my loves. It's really, really beautiful. It's very gentle. It's very loving. It's very sweet. I feel like, okay, there's a lot over here with this tension card. So either this person's ascendant could be your sun or moon or Venus, or vice versa, or this person's ascendant could be your sun. So they really, really look like the classic traits of whatever your sun sign is. So if if you're a Cancer sun and they're a Cancer rising, they could have, the round face and the really beautiful, really watery eyes, and the kind of more, stout, maybe more, shorter, or slightly below average heights. If you're an Aquarius sun and they're an Aquarius rising, they could be, taller, more slender, with longer limbs, etc., etc., and so on. And that's really, really cool. That's really cool, because that feels really, really, really deeply connected. Okay, I want to move these out of the way, and I want to pull some intimate oracle. I know we're not getting a lot of the nitty-gritty details, my darlings, but it feels like there was more importance initially that needed to get through. I feel like, oh, my short arms. Okay. I feel like we'll get some more detail through here that we're looking for, my babies. I feel like these people could be musicians as well. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, I'll take these. Sure, why not? We have touch. Flirtatious, yeah. They charm the pants off of you, literally and figuratively, my darlings. We have intoxicated, sexual passion, yeah. And emotional. Okay, that's very sweet. Very, very lovely. So, this is a very, 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 very deeply sensitive person. This is a person who's very in tune with emotions, in a way that I feel like you kind of resist within yourself, which perhaps also reflects in your, call to go into hermit mode and kind of reconnect with your emotions that way, so that when this person, wants to have deeper conversations with you, when they want to connect with you on a deeper, more emotional level, you're not immediately like, I'm gonna be physically sick if you continue this conversation. But very, very, very charming. The Riz is off the charts, I will say. Very, very suave. I feel like some of you might even actually, upon initially meeting them, you might kind of have like a bit of a, not a negative opinion of them, but just kind of like a, oh, you probably talk this way to everyone kind of an opinion, and that's not true. They're very charming, and they're very effortless in their charm. My left ear is ringing really loudly right now, my darlings, if that resonates with you at all. But instead, they're being charming towards you because they're interested in you, my loves. And it's unfair to yourself to say, oh, this must be how they behave with everybody, because then that would be insinuating that you're not as special as you are, my darlings, and that's not fair to you. We have Park Daisy, Field, Somewhere in Africa, Kitchen, and Penthouse. Okay. It feels like, yeah, this is really nice. I feel like you are physically intimate very, very quickly with this person, my darlings. Like, for a lot of you, I'm seeing like the same day or night you connect with them. But it feels like that's because you have this like first date where it's a lot of talking. It's talking everywhere. It's, holding hands, going on a walk and talking. It's going back to their house, which is a very, very, very nice place, I will say. And talking, it's, sitting in the kitchen and talking, and then it just progresses very naturally towards something passionate. I'm seeing very dark hair on this person. I'm seeing facial piercings. I'm seeing tattoos as well. Very colorful tattoos, not just like black and white tattoos though. Yeah, sunrises and sunsets in the Somewhere in Africa card. That really feels like what it is. It feels like you guys, meet somewhere, maybe even like a show or a music venue or a club or a bar or something, or even like I don't know, like a restaurant or a hotel or something. And oh shit, a brick! Oh no! Why is it always here? Oh no. Oh wait, no. It's easier this time. It's easier this time. Oh, I got a good angle. And that is half the fucking battle, isn't it? And so you guys, after, it feels like they're performing something with like their band or their show. After the fact, you guys hang out and talk together, and then you talk together until well past sunrise the next morning. It's very sweet. You could even watch the sunrise together the first morning, and then I feel like that becomes something very, very important in this connection, is the sunrise and the reference to the sunrise. And when you miss each other, it's like, I'm watching the sunrise, or here's the sunrise I saw this morning, kind of thing. It's very, very cute. That's very sweet. My candles are going nuts. What's happening over here? Candle flames is what I meant. Flames. One candle, multiple flames. Yeah, they could definitely be singers as well. Singers as well as guitar, I'm seeing. It feels like some of them could be topless or wearing very little on their top half when you first see them as well. They also feel very sweaty when you see them. First off, we have sacral chakra, creativity, and pleasure. There is a lot of that in this connection, especially because I picked up on art as being a passion or a hobby of yours, and this person being a musician. A lot of sacral energy in this connection, my darling. It's very, 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 very beautiful. This person is very honest. You can take this person at their word through and through, my darlings. I feel like right before you meet them, you're going to get a lot of throat chakra stuff going on, so you're going to have to clear your throat a lot. You're going to get like coughing fits a lot. You might even get like a bit of a throat cold or a throat, infection right before you meet them. Just a lot of attention brought to your throat chakra, my darlings, because this person is so honest. You can take this person at their word for anything, and they expect and accept only honesty in return, complete and unabashed. They can accept anything. They can understand anything. They can take in anything as long as it is full, honest truth. A very beautiful heart-centered connection though as well, my darlings. Very, 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 very lovely. You really love this person's chest. This person also has a rather toned stomach. Soul connection. This is a very, 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 very deep connection. This person is unabashed about eye contact as well. They have very lovely eyes. Their eyes are like magnets, like they just pull you in, and it almost makes you shy the first few times because they're just making such direct eye contact with you because they adore you, but they're also very comfortable in themselves, and they make eye contact with everybody, but also they do adore you. And it can make you a bit intimidated, but then eventually you just get so comforted in their eyes and in their stare, and it's very, 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 very lovely. Is there anything else? Oh, they give me a shiver and they tell me no. Group number 3, my beautiful darlings. I hope that you enjoyed that, my darlings. Very good things coming for you, my loves. You're just being called to be in a period of rest and introspection right now, my darlings, and there is nothing wrong with that. In fact, that is fantastic. We're all called into that at some point or another, multiple times throughout our lives, my darlings, and it's for a very good purpose. So don't be hard on yourselves, my loves. It'll pass. It's meant to happen, and it's supposed to happen, and it'll be good that it happened, my darlings. But I hope that you enjoyed that, my loves. If you did, please feel free to ignore that dog hair, but also let me know. I would love to hear from you. I love to talk to you guys. If the reading resonated, my energy resonated, please consider subscribing. All of my links for Patreon with the 18+ extended readings, as well as exclusive readings, my Instagram, my Etsy store, and my email for more information on private readings. That is a fucking mouthful now. Are down in the description box below. I am really excited for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for being here with me. I love you very, very much. Bye. Hello, my sweet darlings. Group number 4, my beloveds, last but certainly not least. If you picked the reconciliation card, this is your reading on how you will know that this person is your person. We have the lovers. Oh, this is nice. Excuse me, my sweet little pyrite. Scooch out of the way there. And then we have illusion, which I believe is the moon. Yes. Then we have the moon here. And then we have these two. And then we have the lovers. Okay, what the fuck is going on? Okay, let's pull Wisdom of the Oracle. Let's see what's happening. Oh, right off the bat. Okay. Okay, we have milk and honey. We have come to the edge. Interesting. We have chaos and conflict. 333s and 333s are big numbers for you, my loves. This is very interesting. This is very fucking interesting. It feels like you know who this person is, my darlings. Feels like this is a person who you are either currently with or who you have been with before, but you're in a period of silence right now, or space from them right now. But it feels like you, like right off the bat, like as soon as you pick number 4, you're like, I know this is going to be about my person. I know who my person is. And it feels like you know them in like a physical sense, like not just, spiritual. You don't just, see them intuitively or feel them, like you know who this person is. This is your person. And it feels like it feels like this is just confirmation for what you needed to kind of accept that this was your person. Like you just literally needed me to be like, you know who this is, for you to be like, oh, okay, no, yeah, you're right. And I don't know, it feels like there was some kind of like just a hesitancy with this person, like just I'm holding back like just 0.2% because I just need to be sure, even though you knew that this was your person and they knew that you were their person. It's almost like a too good to be true kind of a thing. It's like, well, this is just going so well and I'm so happy what's the catch? And there is no catch, my darlings. There is no catch. You've met your person. You're with your person. And if you're with them currently and you're not in a period of, you know, kind of silence, it just feels like there's kind of been some like restlessness. Like, you know, just like, is this really right? Am I like deciding this is right? No, it's right, my darlings. Exist. I'm hearing exist in the moment. Like, see things clearly as they are. Don't like, you know, put a false spin on your perspective of the situation, because as you see it is as it exists. Bees, honey, elephants, and rainbows are signs that really pop up in this connection, my darlings, as confirmation. We have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, so we're not seeing things clearly. Two of Cups. This is beautiful. Two of Cups and the Lovers. Come on now. Come on now. And Page of Swords. Okay. So there's a lot of overthinking here. A lot of overthinking. A lot of worrying. It feels like you have finally met someone who makes you feel fulfilled and safe and happy and cared for and lovely. And we have envy and rest and rejuvenation. So we have second chakra, Archangel Ariel, which is the sacral chakra. We have journey, we have envy, and we have rest and rejuvenation. 2s, 22s, and 222s. Big numbers for you as well, my darlings. Excuse my chair for squeaking. Okay. It feels like some of you could have had a person, a friend or family member, kind of earworm themselves a little bit and kind of you know, give their opinion, even though it was a little bit unwarranted, and kind of make you think like, you know, is this really what you want? Like, are you yeah, because it feels like you, like, right before you got with this person, you were in like the middle of a pretty big decision. Some of you could have been wanting to move. Some of you would have could have been wanting to, you know, go somewhere else to get like your dream job. Some of you could have been wanting to, you know, go to a different university or something like that, or finishing school or whatever the fuck they're called. And you met this person and it's like, well, no, I want to stay here now. And then you have this person, a lot of you it feels like a parental figure, some of you it feels like a friend, but a lot of you it feels like a parental figure. And then you have this person being like, well, are you sure? Are you sure you're willing to give up all of that for this person? And the interesting thing is, my darlings, if you had just spoken with this person and opened up about it, they would have supported you completely and without holding back. We have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Children, your love life is being affected by children, and getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, yes, confirmation for what we were just talking about, my loves. If you had just opened up to this person, they would have been like, oh no, if that's something you want, like, you do that and we'll make this work. I'm not going anywhere. Don't even worry. I want you to succeed. I want you to, you know, have fulfilled dreams and go for what you want to go for, because they adore you. They just adore you. And it feels like you're being called to, you know, if you feel as though somebody doesn't have your best interest at heart, authentic best interest, that doesn't mean telling you what you want to hear, my loves. That is a very different thing than having your best interest at heart. Having your authentic best interest at heart, if you feel as though they don't have that, then that is somebody you certainly don't need to confide in, and perhaps even want to think about maybe distancing yourselves from a little bit, my darlings. And you would not be in the wrong for that at all, my loves. You do not, any guilt that you may be made to feel for that is unwarranted and unfair. I feel like you really want to reconnect with this person. So that could mean taking time off work and just being together. That could mean booking a holiday together. That could mean just having more, like, you know, healthy, fulfilling, open communication, with no kind of external opinions or external voices, just like the two of you reconnecting that way. and being fully open and honest, and sharing, your feelings and your thoughts and your fears and your everything, just sharing everything, because you want this to be as fulfilling a connection as possible. So why would you hold back? Why would you diminish the possibility of that happening? You could have children with this person. You or this person could be expecting a child, or you could have been in talks about starting a family with this person, before you either, got into this kind of little period of chaos. Um, I'm also hearing it's really important for me to confirm that this person is very loyal, that this person is very faithful, that this person is very, 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 very truthful, honest, and dedicated. Um, like wholeheartedly, like 1,000,000,000%, my darlings. Um, I'm hearing the pause isn't forever, the break isn't forever. Okay, I don't know why that was in there, but that felt like it was supposed to come out. So we have the Empress card, which is nice. Thank you for popping out. She came out right away too. She was like, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Ocean Man. Now we're just on a SpongeBob kick. 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, it feels like it's just communication. That's all I'm picking up on, is just like, better communication. Like, if you want this to work, you can make this work, because you know this is your person, my darlings. You knew the fucking second you clicked on this reading. You know this is your person. And, just recentering yourselves, calling your energy back to yourselves, and then communicating with this person is really all it takes to do something to rebuild your relationship. We have Taurus, cultivate, 6th house, sustainability. Okay, that's really nice. Trine, sextile is symbiosis, and Ceres, nurture. Okay, yeah. So you or this person could be a Taurus. You could also be a Capricorn or a Virgo. They could be a Capricorn or a Virgo, or a Libra as well. Also, can I have another one, please? Yeah, Libra. Confirmation. They're like, no, baby, you got it. Another one. Saturn, so Capricorn, confirming that as well as calling on you to have patience. Saturn has come out in every reading today, my loves. And then we have tension. Yeah, I thought that's what this one was initially. Okay, so a lot of earth sign as well as Venusian energy in this, my darlings. But cultivate, sustainability, and nurture. Yeah, you're being called on that, my darlings. You're being called on that. If you want this to work, you have the tools to put the effort into making this work, my darlings. It feels like spring and the end of summer as well are significant times for this connection. So that could be your anniversary, that could be one of your birthdays, my darlings. I'm also seeing Spirited Away, specifically like those little paper people bird things that go after Haku. That's a niche reference. Is anyone getting that? You picking up what I'm putting down, my babies? I'm putting it down regardless, so you better pick it up. It's gonna break. Be careful now. That's what I'm seeing with this, and that feels really important, because that scene in particular, that's a great fucking movie. I might watch that movie later. It's about, the willingness to protect, and to not give up on somebody, and to fight for them, and to, not accept them pushing you away, even if it's, to try and protect you, or because they feel it's in your best interest. It's like, no, I know what you need. I know what I need to give you, so let me do that. I'm not accepting you pushing me away when I know what I need to do. And that's what it feels like, the energy that you're being called on to harbor is, my darlings, is I know what I need to do to fix this. I know what this connection needs. you can't push me away because I know what I have to do, and it's really pushing forward for that, my darlings, in a really authentic way, and having it go really well. And there will be a period after the fact of rest and rejuvenation, as we pulled earlier, and that needs to happen, my darlings, after a series of, you know, shifts and strong emotions and so on and so forth. You need a period of rest. It's only fair, because emotions can still be really intense, really hot, you know, running really, 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 really fast right after the fact. Like, you want to have um, a period of rest and rejuvenation for you both. It's really important. And then it's like a total fucking reset, my darlings. Okay, let's pull some intimate oracle. This is very cool, though. I had a feeling at the beginning of the reading when I got the reconciliation card, I was like, oh, these are people who have already known each other, which is really fucking sweet. That's a really nice confirmation to have. Really, really, really cute. Okay, so we have taste, very saucy. Very, 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 very saucy. I feel like, saucy. Oh my goodness, I've lost the plot. She's gone. She's left me. She says, bye-bye, motherfucker, I'm out of here. And I'm like, no, please don't leave. Okay, all right. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. So there's some stuff happening here, my babies. There is some stuff occurring here. Okay. Oh, this is very cute. This is very, very, very cute. Okay, so it feels like there's a lot of passion in this connection. Some of you, it could even be a friend or someone you met and, you know, you became physically intimate with rather quickly, and then because of that you kind of froze up and you're like, oh no, I don't know if that was the right thing to do, and you kind of pulled back, even though this was fantastic and the chemistry was huge and you really enjoyed yourselves and you felt really, really fulfilled after, and it was really balanced, and you've been shown by this person how committed they are. It feels like this three's a crowd energy. Somebody just gave an opinion, somebody gave a thought, somebody, you know, had an unwarranted, negative, envious bit of feedback, and it just stuck in your head, my darlings. It just earwormed the hell out of you. And it caused you to pull back from this person emotionally or physically. We have somewhere in Africa, sunrises and sunsets, timing and persistence. Yeah, that's what it's calling on you. Sunrise and sunsets feels like, yes, we can reset this. You know, a new day can begin. This isn't forever. But it does take persistence. It does take patience as well, my darlings. It's not all about pushing. It's about the resting period as well. That's very important, my darlings. You could reach out to this person with an offer of making them dinner, taking them out to dinner. You could bring them some baked goods, and then that's how you kind of break the ice to be like, hi, let's talk, please. Hanging out in the park as well feels important. We have outer thighs. We have night and day. Yeah. As well as the sun, which is outer self, and the ego, and the moon is inner self, emotions. Yeah. And we have hips, which is movement, and throat chakra, truth. Okay, yeah. So you know how you feel, my darlings. You know how you feel. You know what you want to say to this person. I feel like it's something you've recited time and time again. You know what you have to share with them, and you miss them. And that's a really wonderful thing to be able to say to somebody genuinely and authentically. I miss you. That's really very fucking sweet, my babies. I really, 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 really like this connection. And that's really, really interesting. It's really fucking, it's really cool. I feel like you've been losing a lot of sleep, my darlings. I feel like you've been seeing a lot of sunrises, actually, or you've been going to bed really early and going to bed like, and you can see the sunset through your window, which is fine, because as I said, any kind of heavy emotional period needs that period of rest and rejuvenation and healing and kind of reset. but you're feeling very called to do this, my darling. So called that it feels like you're actually quite antsy about it and you're quite restless. And that's a very good indicator that, you know, you want to go forward and pursue a way to remedy this, because this person is worth it. And because, you know, you and them and this connection are very deserving of it, my darlings. And it will get rectified. But yeah, you gotta cut off the opinions of people who don't have your best interests at heart, my loves. Is there anything else, my babies? They give me a shiver and they tell me, no, my sweets, because you already know what's going on, my sweet babies. You already know. You're tapped in. You're tapped in, my babies. Group number 4, my sweet darlings, I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, please feel free to leave a comment. Let me know. I love to hear from you. I love to talk to you. If you felt that the reading resonated or my energy resonated, please consider subscribing. All of my links for my Patreon with the extended 18 plus readings, as well as exclusive readings, my Instagram, my Etsy store, and my email for more information on private readings are down in the description box below. I wish you all the best, my darlings. This is a really lovely connection. You and this person have a very, very, very lovely energy. Maybe after you reconnect, you watch Spirited Away together. Please invite me. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. And you don't need to invite me. That you got stuff to do, babies. I would just be third wheeling. You know, things would get hot and heavy. Someone would fling a foot out and my popcorn would go everywhere. It would be a mess. I don't need to be there. I know it's gonna go great. I hope that you enjoyed that, my loves. I wish you all of the most wonderful things that you're deserving of. Thank you so much for being here with me. I love you very, very much. Bye, my darlings.